You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE. You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
This is Grenadian.
I want to come home and live again, but I hear the country so hard. I'm so hurt I can't stand the pain. Cause how I bust and I brag, I went out and tell the world my country, and I felt so beautiful and happy. I come home, they tell me how it ain't easy. The pressure we getting now gon' kill me. I hear them say the government myself. Tell them playing innocent can't work. All who think the government myself. Join and get rid of them if they won't stop. Just tell them you want a change. Tell them you want a change. They better do right. Nothing can keep me from this country, cause here is where I was born. I never believed we could go hungry, even if the pressure is on. We were always a land of love and together, but nowadays we fight and love each other. Who's to blame for bringing on the pressure? Let's make a change, the time is now or never. I hear them say the government mess up. Tell them playing innocent can't work. All who think the government mess up, join and get rid of them if they won't stop. Just tell them you want a change. Tell them you want a change. Why can't they ever do right? We can't go on living on a promise. And that's what governments do. How much longer will they be dishonest? So many things they promise to you. Don't sit down and let them rule this country. You must be strong and express the way you feel. They're doing wrong, so you must find someone to lead this country on, so we can live and love in peace. I hear they say the government mess up. Tell them playing innocent can't work. When all who think the government mess up, join and get rid of them if they won't stop. Just tell them you want to change. Tell them you want to change.
This is Grenadian.
I hear they say the government mess up. Tell them playing innocent can't work. They better do right. Tell them you want to change. If they don't do right. Here they say the government mess up. Tell them playing innocent can't work. But all who think the government mess up.
Sat down and thinking, the question I'm asking, is Pharaoh still existing? I see the boy resembling an Israelite, not being treated right, enslaved day and night. We just can't go on this way. We just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. We just can't go on this way. We like the Israelites still in pain. We just can't go on this way. So send us another Moses again. We just can't go on this way. Oh, 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 Lord, look around, you'll see the Pharaoh mentality ruling universally. Leaders promoting their ego, being a modern Pharaoh. Tyrannies, they manifest. We just can't go on this way. We just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. We just can't go on this way. Time to make them oppressors pay. We just can't go on this way. So we children could see their way. We just can't go on this way. Oh, 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 oh. Oh yes. Somebody help. Come and put a hand. Come and wipe away the blight and see what the plight that befall the man of this land.
What's going on here? I would like to know why the whole world is in a turmoil. So it look as if we fire God from the job and if we walk through the earth. Man, the devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. The people have to never like understand. The devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. The devil have a hand in running the land. The people have never like understand. Like if Satan in control of running the land. Hey man, oh man. Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's in the village with the dark triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. And we come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. Let me bring in 1/3 of the dark triplets, no other than Diana, Waveney, Benskin, the Storm, Stormy, McDonald.
Wow, I had name. You put Stormy up in our bacchanal too.
Yeah, we had to put Stormy in the bacchanal. We had to put Stormy inside.
Well, I put he to sleep because he is trouble all day, all day.
Nah, Stormy. You know, we had a video go show Stormy having a fun.
Oh, whole day, Anselm, whole day. But what we want, the government mess up. We want a change and not exchange.
What? Why you? The song was somebody sent me that. I know you sent me that song before.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
But somebody else sent me that song. I said, why you want me to play that song? They said, please play. So I said, all right. You know, I mean, people just like to come and send songs. So when they send the song, I just play. Tommy E. Marshall Nisbet, welcome.
Tommy, don't tell him your undercover name here.
Thank you, Stormy. Thank you, Wall Street. Good evening to each and everyone in the village. It's a pleasure being here. It's a privilege to be here, and I sure appreciate it.
Tommy, what's your undercover name?
None of your business.
All right, okay. My bad. Sorry. I humbly apologize.
Oh my goodness. Well, which one of them?
Ooh. What? Just so much, Tommy, right?
You're slow.
All right. But before we go on, I want to play this one too. I want to see I play a little music tonight. I want to play this one too. Hold on.
Listen, hear me now. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. One more time. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. I build me a coffin. I make my home. Because that is my only choice. It's kind of like I leave it alone. Because when I look around and I see man raping their own daughters mercilessly, man living with man, woman with woman. So how must I live? I can't understand. Look, I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. Abandoned in my face with a gun. Take my own inside, began to run. I'm in the station reporting what the bandit do. I was the same bandit I was reporting to. Look, I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. Come again, let me hear. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. One more time, come again. I'm frightened to live. Hey. I'm frightened to live. Hear me now. It is so obnoxious. When I look around, things I just hear and see, my God, how could I go on? Children killing children every day. Parents guiding their children to go astray. Tell me how those youths getting all those guns, and where in the world those guns coming from? Yes, we are frightened to live. Wait, I'm frightened to live. Come again.
I frighten the lipstick. Hear this. It's in my ceiling if I cook and gun. It's my whole family, they carrying down. But if the police get caught, the same refrain. All they getting is transfer to crime again. You see, I frighten the I frighten the lipstick. I frighten the lipstick. I frighten the lipstick. Come again, let me hear. I frighten the lipstick. Sing! Right, the music. Now you see this verse? This verse is my verse. I want to listen to my verse. My verse. If our child to die by the hands of a bandit, police may halfway search them in their back, catch it culprit. But if Mr. Man child end up dead, they're going to pay the old and dumb red, putting out force and energy, fighting the killer immediately. So how must I live? Well, I'm frightened to live. Come again, I'm frightened to live. Hey, get this, hey. I told the church that's the answer. Listening to the speech on the altar while taking in the words of the Almighty. You know the priest felt in sweet at me. Is he a frightened to live? Well, I'm frightened to live. Sing. Come again, let me hear. I'm frightened to live. Well, hey, I'm frightened. One more time. Yeah.
I just had to play that one day, because plenty of people frightened to live in Trinidad and Tobago today. It's sad to say. But we in a sad state of affairs. Let me just quickly go through the chat here. Of course, the gold medalist has been the gold medalist for some weeks now, no other than one and only Nadia. Nadia come first and second today. First and second.
Hi, Nadia.
How you doing, Nadia? Vonnie Roberts get a third in between, but he come in between Nadia. Nadia come a fourth to her. A fifth to her. Vonnie Roberts, you're inside. Troy Smith, you're inside, partner. What tax? Lana says she's feeling sick to her stomach.
What Lana, you pregnant or?
No. She said
how you know that?
Since Monday.
Oh wow, he's a doctor. Was she a doctor now?
How you know? No.
It's Diana said that, not me. No.
Wait.
Lana, I'll be the godmother.
But I said Troy Smith in the village first.
Oh God, again. Anyhow, let me tell that woman business. Tekisha, you're inside. Welcome. Joan Jarube, welcome as well.
All who said good night to me, good night to you.
Vonnie say he left Thursday program early because Vonnie living in a dream world. All right, Vonnie, where were you saying?
I will leave that.
I see I'm being asked about Rose's well-being. I know nothing of it. I plead the fifth.
No, Rose good, man. Rose good. She good. Vonnie was like fish stick resting.
He'll come back with the marbles, man. When he can't find nobody to match him marble, he will come back, man. He will realize.
Welcome everybody in the village, man.
Yeah, come on back. We ready to play marble pitch again.
You know, like little one that's jump in and jump out, jump in and jump out, jump in and jump out. You know what I mean?
Juana sitting in the corner.
Yeah, you know, jump in and jump out, jump in and jump out. They're no big deal, man. Well, it's one family.
Good night, Joan. Good night, Watson.
Yeah, I bet it will be another cover up with our Coast Guard against the Grenadian brutality. We need prayers for our CTMT, boy.
No. Not as long as I involved in it. There ain't gonna be no cover up nowhere. They got to pay that. Anyway, let me leave it alone.
Yeah, everything does get covered up in this country.
Yep.
Nana reach. Curtis Montoshadi inside, boy. All right, we already have a butt early o'clock this time, boy. They ain't no time these days, nah?
Where's the bot? I didn't even see it.
Yeah, he gone.
Oh, you took him out?
Yeah, 4 more years when we go rise up. All right, Takesha said she phone mash up yesterday. What happened? Somebody said on mash up your phone, Takesha? Takesha, what is that one?
Nadia, the puppy is fine. He's miserable. It's HELL. I
Yeah.
put him to bed already because I can't do the show with him around. He thinks I'm engaging with him and he's nibbling at me and jumping up. I put him to bed.
Sharon Bernard, welcome. Today, turn up another motorcade for the diver.
Hmm.
Yeah, Takesha, too much lawlessness in the place.
Yep.
Yeah, Dan already said good night to Chris Watson. Um, thank you, Chris Watson. June, good night to you as well. Chris Watson said he thinks Trinidad need to change is this word acceptance. Yeah,
They need to change everything from top to bottom. That's what they need to
yeah,
do.
okay. Takesha said she phone fell and the screen crack up.
Or the monkey was trying to make her call. He was trying to call in and give us some tips.
Yeah.
Special
Yeah,
good night.
yeah, but boy,
Yeah,
I
boy.
I am saddened by
Mm,
the report that
I don't even want to know. Go ahead.
there's the great possibility that these
Mm,
gentlemen were alive. Let me get that up here.
whew,
Okay, here it is.
mm,
It says breaking news, right?
mm.
Autopsy reveals divers died on Monday and were alive for more than 3 days inside pipe.
Jesus. Whew.
I mean, I don't know what to say, boy.
Let me tell you all something, right? And
Hmm.
I will say it here loud. And Anselm knows this because I did this action. When I heard about the accident at Paris, people just call me and send me stuff, and guess who's the first person I call?
Hmm.
Anybody in the chat? Can you put it in there? Who is the first person you think Diana Benskin called?
Hmm.
And I have the call log to show.
Hmm.
The Honorable Prime Minister.
Hmm.
Yes, I did. I called and I sent the voice clip for you, all right, Anselm?
Hmm.
Remember? I
Hmm.
called the Honorable Prime Minister and I told him, I said, sir, well, whatever, the gist of the messages, the accident down at Paria, some divers are stuck in a pipe, were underground, under the sea. What can we do? Can we do something for them? This was like the evening, the nighttime I called the Prime Minister. I sure did. And I recorded the voice clip. I have it. I sent him a voice clip. I was going to Anna call him. Yep. So let's see how that's going to go. Because from the time I hear that, I said, these guys need to, somebody, why is nobody down there trying to find them? Why nobody in down there trying to find them? And you see where the Coast Guard blocked the guy from going back down there? Nah, they have a whole lot of people culpable here. A whole lot of people are culpable in the deaths of these men here. Yep, and so we're gonna light a fire on it until they fix it and they remove whoever and ensure that this ain't gonna happen again. They were alive for how many days under the man? All you cruel and wicked, and that Coast Guard that blocked them. Somebody who. Mm. Yep, I sure did. I alerted our Prime Minister.
Yeah. What I say right, Dana, is compare and contrast. If you could go to get them out, what changed from you going to get the bodies out to you making an attempt to rescue them? What changed in a few days in that you still have to go and get the bodies out, right? But what changed for you to not try to rescue them and then go and try to get the bodies out? I mean, something just not adding up, man.
Yep.
Something not adding up.
Yep.
And the thing about it is this: you see, in Trinidad and Tobago, boy, Every time something happen, we put in a committee together, and the committee go report in 45 days. And by the time 45 days come up, some other disaster comes up. Or remember the blackout was just 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody talking about the blackout, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget about what happened when we beat them. That was way back then, right? So as soon as something happens, whatever, you know what? There's something called recency bias, right? You are more, you deal with a person based on how you have recently dealt with them or they have dealt with you. In corporation, we call it recency bias. You know, and it appears to me in Trinidad and Tobago that the latest thing is what them just deal with. Like for example, when we were in the taste of carnival, right? The big thing was the cow pens, right? As the taste of carnival going through, forget about cow pens done. No, nobody don't want to know anymore, you know, how that 15 million spent, you know. Trinidadians don't want to know how that 50 million spent anymore. Now, I'm not saying all Trinidadians, eh? But many of them don't want to know what happened with that 15 million, right? We move on to the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing, and it's sad, man. It's
And
sad.
you know what irks the hell out of me? You have people on this board that's sitting on a whole heap of other boards, and according to Trinbagonian, eating a food, and we regular Trinbagonian kitchen and then, right? But the speaker, the house husband, he on several boards all over the place. Correct me if I'm wrong, all there. And he eating good food. And look what happened to these poor divers. What happened to these poor working class men? Somebody got to pay for that. And if you Trimbagonians don't get up and stand up now, I don't know who is going to take all it to get up and stand up and go out there. I tell all it to shut down. Now you see what you do quick. You lift all the mask mandate and the blah, 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 blah. You see, yeah? Okay. Trying to keep them at bay because he realizes these 4 divers' deaths can push people over the edge, you know. People can take but so much, you know. I'm telling you, when I talk call for all to shut it down, shut it down. Nobody go nowhere except the hospitals. Do a skeleton crew for all they have to, but don't go nowhere. Show them who's boss. Is 1 million all to 23 and 18 of them. Show them who's boss. But I don't know if you've got the bloodline I run into. Get up and stand. I glad I's a Bajan. I real glad, boy. Because I just fight. I'm a little fighter. I just stand up and I know for my rights and for the rights of those that are being oppressed. Stand up now, and show all your force. Like you always show for carnival. Stand up. They have 1 million police officers there to handle you all. They're gonna have to sit down and study what we doing. Y'all not fighting back. Y'all not doing it the right way. Like I gotta go and invoke or dig up Trouble Buzz Butler and bring him back. Because that's all you need. Get up. Tired and fed up now, man. One thing after the next.
So Diana,
Constantly.
the 4 divers who died inside a Paria oil pipeline, autopsy report will reveal the autopsy done on the deceased divers' bodies reveal the men died on Monday. The men were alive in the pipeline for 3 days, more than 3 days. Yusuf Henry, Kazim Ali, Rishi Nagasa, and Faizul Khan all died after suffering a slow death inside the pipeline.
I don't want to know. Because it won't get me boiled up. You guess behind there yet? I fed up.
But Diana, but listen to this, Diana. We are almost going on to 2 weeks now into this. And there has been no consequences that we know of for anyone. None. Zero.
Everybody's still eating our food on them.
Where is the Prime Minister? Is he in Trinidad?
And the Minister Energy and the Minister National Security. Somebody, what would be? Y'all are heartless,
Diana,
cruel, so.
I would have, me personally, and look at this. We have a petition. They have a petition to fire Parias board, cost 25,000 signatories.
My name in there too. I think I put it online. Yep. If they do it online, my name. Because when it come across me, I just be careful what I sign it. But I think I put my
25,000.
name in there.
And what
That
does
is
it
a
take?
million. Oh, they should be signing that. Not
But
25,000.
Diana, what does it take for the leadership to make a decision? I'm not saying, all right, let me say you don't want to jump to conclusion. Send them fellas home with pay and wait, right, for the decision to come. And by the way, Diana, you see that decision with that committee without an independent, that's not independent,
Mm.
right? I mean, only hold all your breath, hold all your breath, right? Because to me, the first thing should have been done is to tell them fellas and them all the listener, all you go home and rest, relax, get some rest and relaxation.
They could pull a Gary Griffith on them.
Pull a Gary Griffith. When the information comes back, right, and people are clear, right, we will bring all you back in. But you waiting to see what happens to make decision. What type of leader are you? What type of leader are you? You have to lead from the front. You waiting to see. We're waiting to see.
If I was the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, somebody called and tell me about divers stuck up under the hello, Coast Guard, whoever, let them go back down there and try to find their co-worker. I don't want to hear nothing else. Go and find them men for me, please. Go and make an attempt to find those men for me, please. When nonsense talk about protocol and protocol, people's lives are more important than this nonsense protocol and protocol. You have protocol. Look, oh God, all you make look. Let me calm. Let me take a pill.
Take your
Stormy,
pill. Take your pill. Don't wake
Stormy,
up,
bring
Stormy.
a pill for me.
Don't wake up, Stormy. Don't wake up, Stormy. Pariah's managers home ticketed again, right? Again, and you see, brother Umar Abdullah is there. I mean, what? I just don't understand. 4 people lost their lives. And there has been no consequences for anyone's action so far, not even a little suspension and send you home with pay. Right? I mean, in this country, when things happen with police and things, they say, all right, boss, take a rest, you'll get paid, but stay away for now. What do we do in Trinidad and Tobago, boy? So you know, I don't know, because Diana will tell we don't live in Trinidad.
Yeah, now we outside. Mind me business. Mind me business.
You know,
I was born Trini, so I will always be in Trinidad and Tobago's business.
But Diana,
okay, good.
You miss part, you know. You're going to take bamboo, eat
no,
some jelly, and mind your business.
I don't take bamboo. I will eat the jelly. I will drink the water, and mind my business. Maybe ex-guests, they behind there yet or no?
No, they ain't there yet.
Yeah.
No, they ain't there yet. Yeah. But here is this. This is a
I don't know.
They had no
Let me,
chance,
yeah,
man.
let me.
No,
You don't see them backstage. Let me go find out where they are.
yeah, no chance, no chance at all.
I'll be right back. Oh,
Yeah, that's sad,
God.
man.
I'm
That's
having
sad.
some. I'm having some internet challenges.
Yeah, yeah. You know, that's sad, man. You ain't even get them a fighting chance, you know. You ain't get them a fighting chance. Now, I said they send a camera down. They send a camera down the line on Wednesday. Yeah, of course. Whoever stopped them, not just that person, you know. Not just the person who stopped them, you know. All of them. The CEO, the chairman of the board, all of them, all of them. Funny Robert said, Diana, you forget we living in Trinidad. Things could be as bad or wrong to go along, get along, or still see it differently. Just tune in at 4 p.m. on the radio. Yeah, Troy Smith said his distraction now is lifting the COVID-19 restrictions. Everyone forget about the front burner issues. Correct is right. Very correct.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
what exactly it is.
yeah,
Distraction.
Troy Smith, full 100. Huh?
Oh,
Yeah.
Ansem, you can hear me?
Yeah, I see them
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Let's
Good.
go. Let's go to Grenada, folks. Um, Welcome to Indie Village with the Dark Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. Are you hearing us?
Your sound is kind of very bad.
Okay.
You have headset? I think you have headset.
No, I don't have an idea.
But are you hearing us? You hearing us? It's real bad?
It's very, very low. It's hard to distinguish what you're saying.
Can you turn up your volume a little bit? Your volume. On
That's the maximum volume.
Oh boy.
Okay.
You know how to go into your settings and go into your volume inside your phone, and maybe that's what it is, the media calls and stuff. Maybe that's down
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little. So come out and try it and come back in
Yeah,
again.
just go out and come back in.
Leave and come back and fix
Leave
that
and come
volume
back.
from within your phone and come back in again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's stuck. He's hung up.
Okay.
I think we could just have to keep it however it is, you know, because
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick him from the studio.
Hmm.
So folks, we are going live to Grenville, Grenada, and we have with three gentlemen from the boat, the vessel that had that activity, so to speak, with the Coast Guard. So we think it's very important that we bring it live and direct to you. So we're gonna join them again real soon. Hopefully, of course, whenever you're dealing with the Caribbean, there's always a situation with the internet,
Hmm.
and we go deal with that. We go work whatever we have. We go work whatever we have. Eugene have a good question here. Eugene asked the question: does an oxygen tank last 3 days? Huh?
Did they have reserves, or were they in a pocket area? Because the way it was explained to me by people I talked to, like they have escape hatches where they could go to, and I
But
don't
they're
know.
underwater. They could go in somewhere.
They're like they're little bubbles off, like when Gary Abudu, he explained in a way which I understand, like they're little bubbles off the pipe network where they're in the maze of all those pipes underneath there. And y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, or maybe I don't know if I misunderstood it. That in the event, anyone in the chat, in the event that they know where they can find themselves in these little like bubbles or hatchets, where
But
they could survive for a
but
little bit. I don't know.
but Diana, you know what's
Mhm.
gonna happen? There's the possibility, right? Somebody's gonna perform another autopsy and gonna
Mm-hmm.
come up with some different result.
Different. Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It's sad, but it appears that there's a possibility that that may happen. Diana, you want to check back in with them?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So somebody else may perform. Somebody else may perform. Oh, here we go. I think Diana, they back. Yeah, are you hearing us? Keith, are you hearing us? Hey, Keith, are you hearing us?
Oh, shucks. Well,
Are you hearing us, Keith?
hold on, I just lost you a minute.
Okay, we're hearing you now. Only thing you got is to turn on your camera.
Yeah, just a sec.
Yeah, we can hold. All right, no problem.
But yeah, man, good then.
Yep.
I don't know. They might be. I think they're coming in now. You'll have
Yeah.
to. Mhm.
One of your but says, "What do you expect, Anselm? From top to bottom is rotten. Boldface
Mhm.
unto the stone with a smiling face."
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Put on it. Put on your camera. Good. We'll
Here's
do
the
it
key.
as is. You can hear us?
Are you hearing us?
Unmute yourself. If
Unmuted.
some,
I think you is he on mute? No, he's not
yeah,
on
he
mute.
unmuted. If there's someone else in the room with a phone on, it will come with the echo. They have to turn off their phones or TV or whatever they're watching on. That's where the echo may come from.
Yeah, someone else has their phone on.
Yeah, they'll have to leave the room. We can hear. You can hear him. We can hear you.
Faintly.
All right, that's good.
That's good. Yeah.
So this is Keith Joseph, right? Is that correct? Okay, we hardly hear
Yeah,
him.
he said. Yeah, I'm hearing him. This is Keith Joseph.
You hearing him?
Yeah, you're Keith Joseph. You also stated that you are a U.S. certified Coast Guard captain.
Certified by the U.S. Coast Guard.
Certified by the U.S. Coast Guard captain. Okay, sir. Can you tell us what caused you to be in Trinidad waters at the time of the incident? What do you do?
We do a bi-weekly trip. So transfer to
Dan, are you hearing him?
Slightly. Can you move a little closer to the phone? Okay, speak now.
Okay, better now?
In and
We hearing
out.
you a little better.
Yeah, I was saying.
Right.
We do a bi-weekly trip to Trinidad.
And what do you trade in?
We carry that fruit and vegetables to Trinidad, and that's general
Fruits and vegetables you carry to Trinidad and scrap iron?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Okay. And go ahead, answer.
Diana, if we can get him to get closer to the, because when he gets closer to the phone, we hear him.
When you get closer to the phone, we're hearing you, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you do, go ahead, answer.
So tell us, what, you said that you were coming to Trinidad to do trade, right? How often do you guys make that trip to Trinidad? How often do you make that trip?
Like I said, we make that trip twice a month.
Once a month. And
twice.
Previously, have there been any situations with the Coast Guard, the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard?
No, for all the years, nothing like that.
None.
Nothing has happened. Do you believe that, what do you think caused the situation with the Coast Guard? So tell us what happened. How did the Coast Guard get involved in this situation? Tell us what happened.
Okay, it's routine that we have been by the Coast Guard. every time we jump, we expect to be stopped. And that morning was
Breaking up.
Okay, you broke up a little bit. Is it possible you can just hold the phone and put it closer to you? Is it possible you can just hold it and
Yeah, it's like because closer
yeah,
you
just
are,
put it closer to you,
right?
and then we can get the other people involved as we
Right.
go along.
okay. Fine.
Okay, so go ahead and tell us, how did the situation happen with you guys and the Coast Guard? What happened?
Like we entered the focus like that morning, 2nd March. They approached us last time, and you know that's the method we smashed. We identified it as too far. We actually see that right. So we then establish a verbal communication. We will ask them to stop the day. Okay. The captain tried to explain that he can reach one of his engines, but the other engine has been stopped manually from the engineer. So which he went ahead and did. He used one engine and someone in the assist to go to the engine to okay. Now we do that heavily. We will stop at an instant.
Just one moment, sir. Can you just turn your camera off for a moment and speak? Let me see if we'll hear you better.
Yeah,
Because
turn the camera
sometimes
off.
turn your
Just turn the
camera off.
camera off. Yeah.
Hit your camera and speak
Yeah, is it better now?
slightly. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Put it out. Yeah.
No, we're not here. Put the phone to your ears like you're talking normally, like you're talking on a regular phone call. Put it to your face.
You know what, Dana?
Let him
Let's
call
do
this
it.
973 number.
Yeah. Let's do it via WhatsApp. Let's do a
Yeah.
WhatsApp call. Tell them call the
Okay.
WhatsApp number.
Okay, I'm gonna send a number for you in WhatsApp to call. Right?
Yeah,
It will
just
do
call
better.
us via WhatsApp. Let's do it via WhatsApp and see if that's better.
973-868-1444.
Yeah, let's do it via WhatsApp. See if that's better.
This is if you're hearing me, sir, call this number 1-973-868-1444. We'll do it via phone because we're not hearing you.
Did you get that?
868-1444. Okay, call that number.
Dana, repeat it. Repeat it.
973-868-1444. Save it in WhatsApp as WZYE, and then you'll go from there. You'll be connected.
Okay, no problem.
And call us back. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's best.
That'd be better. Yeah, the connection.
Yeah, the connection. Yeah, let's see if that works. Yeah. So I think I mean, you don't want to put blame on people and blame it, but there comes a point in time when you have to have the testicular fortitude and do certain things as a leader. You have to lead from the front, right? And everything, you can't be waiting for a committee. You're waiting for a committee. All right. Or you go take 45 days, whatever stuff on the beacon, put a committee together. Something else happened, put a committee together. You as a leader have to stand up and be counted. Make a decision. Make a decision. You know, and whatever the outcome is, deal with it whenever that happens. But you can't be indecisive. You the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, you is. You are the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. Right? Oh God. People, the family, and not only that, but I will insist that Paria make sure and contact the family and make arrangements with the family to help with the funeral arrangements. I'm not saying they couldn't, but I'm saying that those things should be done.
Counseling for the children. The children's education should be paid for in full. You want me to go down the list of things, huh? All this stuff. What them people been robbed of. They should get lifetime benefits from the government of Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, look, get me started now. They have some of them have young children. They're going to need counseling. Not just, oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. Yes, you are. But those children, look, one guy, they look like he was real close to your little picnic guy. You know, boy, I tell you.
So Eugene Julian wants to know, how do you get into the bubble?
I don't know. I remember. Eugene, I would have to read up more, or I'll have to go and pick Gary Abu's brain a little more. But I remember he was talking about it. Like they know there's him or someone else I was speaking to. There's some escape route, or they know to go to when there's trouble under there. So I'll see if I can get someone on the program to delve into that more. But I extracted it from conversations because I said, there we go.
Hold on.
They're coming.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, I'm hearing you again, but you still low. We have you on the phone, but you are low as well.
I don't know. Can you use a different phone?
Yeah.
Ask him, can you?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, we hear you much better now.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we hear you much better now. So, folks, what we did, instead of doing it on video, we are doing it via WhatsApp. So, Diana, you are hearing him, right?
Yeah, I'm hearing him. Yes.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning, right? Kind of take us through what happened. You guys left. You guys are currently in Grenville, Grenada, correct?
That's correct.
You guys left Grenada on your journey towards Trinidad and towards Trinidad. How long is that journey? How long is that journey normally?
That would only take us 12 hours.
12 hours, right? So exactly where did the Coast Guard intercepted, the vessel? And tell us what happened at that point.
Okay, we were intercepted on entering the Bocas. We were just outside the Coast Guard base. That's where the interception took place. Okay?
Right.
All right, so it was about 4:30 in the morning, 4:30 or 4:35. They approached us. We saw, flashing lights, which is like they flash a flashlight at you. And that's the usual method. They don't contact you by radio. So we saw that light, and another crew member was at the bridge. We saw the light, and they got closer and actually circled our vessel. So that when we actually realized that it was a Coast Guard. So the captain was notified because he was asleep, and he came up to the bridge, opened the door and established verbal communication with the Coast Guard. They said to us, will you stop the vessel? So the captain explained to them, they say, sure, we can stop the vessel, but we have to neutral one of our engines manually from the engine room. So he went ahead and he neutral one engine and sent his assistant to the engine room to neutral the other. So the thing was, we're carrying a full load of scrap metal, maybe 40, 50 tons of scrap metal, okay? So even though our engines are neutral, we cannot stop. We're not like a car, we just stop like that. The wind will carry us forward. She's very heavy. Now, one of the Coast Guard members, the captain of the Coast Guard, seemed, he seemed a bit irate. He said, "We're not stopping." And we said, "Well, we're heavy, so it's the wind's gonna take the vessel up, forward a bit." And they started behaving very, very hostile from that moment. And the language, that's what got me, was very unprofessional. They use obscenities. I've never heard members of the Coast Guard use obscenities to us in all the travels. Shortly after, they actually hooked up a line to the vessel from the small craft. And one of the men boarded. It's very unusual for one man to board a vessel. That is not a Coast Guard protocol at all. They board as a team, at least 2 men. Now, one of the men came in and said they want us all at the back of the vessel. So we complied, we proceeded. I went to the back of the vessel and I noticed the gentleman, in an actual, very a ready to shoot stance kind of thing. And he immediately, cracked the weapon, took the safety off and just pointing like he wanted to shoot someone. And that's when one of my crew members said, "Man, you careful how you point that gun because the last time you guys shot a kid, and innocent kid, I don't want to get shot like that." And that made him become even more irate. He just said, "You know what? We're taking you to the base." And they all agreed, those on the craft and the one guy on the vessel, he said, "We're taking you to the base." And the captain tried, he said, "Well, why we had to go to the base?" He said, "It's difficult to maneuver in there because we never been to the base before." And he said, you heard what we said, you're not deaf, and he didn't just say it like that. He used profound, obscenities to do that. So we didn't have a choice. We followed them into the base. And as we got to the base, alongside the docks, there were two more guards there. They walked down to the vessel, took the lines, and we actually tied 2 lines to the docks, the bow line and the spring line. And the captain went on the side to make sure that the stern of the boat was properly secured. And before that could happen, one guy just jumped on, grabbed him, actually just pulled him off the boat. And we all looked on and was very surprised as the captain landed on the docks. The guy started kicking, punching, slapping him.
Hold a minute, top of the hour.
Who is that? The captain? The captain? So hold 1 minute. Hold 1 minute right there, right? We got to go for a quick station identification. Hold right there, right? We'll be right back. Folks, we have with us out of Grenville, Grenada, a gentleman, at least 2 or 3 of the gentlemen who was in the boat that had a situation with the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard. And they said they were allegedly assaulted by the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard. So let's go for a quick station identification. We'll be right back. It's In the Village with the Dark Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. Stick and stay, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back after this short message.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
So we are back with you. It's In the Village with the Dark Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. And folks, we are dealing with that situation with respect to a vessel that was traveling out of Grenada and coming to Trinidad, and there was a situation with the Coast Guard on Trinidad and Tobago shores, and we are hearing now from individuals who was on that boat at that time. This is the boat here, the MV Raynaih J. This is the boat here that was.
Raynaih.
So let's continue. So yeah, we are back with you. So continue from now. The person who was the person that you said a person got kicked. Who was the person that they first, had interaction with?
The captain of the vessel.
So they had physical interaction with the captain of the vessel.
Yeah, they actually grabbed him and pushed him off the vessel. Okay, the guy who actually did that was the same guy who boarded us before. Okay, so the same guy who got back up on, grabbed the captain, pulled him out, and started kicking, punching, slapping him. Okay. So
Wait. Hold a minute, sir. Hold a minute, sir.
Just horrified. And when that happened to the captain, he then came back to us. We on the boat looking on, and the other guy, the other crew member who mentioned the shooting incident to him, he said, "I want you to come down." So the guy did, and as he landed on the rock, that's when the real brutality started. Two of the Coast Guard men jumped on him, kicked him, slapped him, punched him. He fell to the ground, and they kept on kicking him. And I had to shout out to them to try to get him to stop. Telling him that this guy, he has an injury, and at that point, he on the ground and everything, and all the others standing around with the weapons pointed, and we were then asked to disembark, to come down to the docks, and we did. And at that point, every one of us was expecting the same treatment, because just looking out to see what happened to your colleagues right there, you were expecting to be treated the same. Unfortunately, though, we were not brutalized. The other members of the crew were not brutalized, but that happened to two of the crew members. We were held there in a kneeling position for quite some time. We then noticed an individual, walking down to the docks. He looked like a middle-aged guy, but he was in plain clothes. And I thought he maybe had been someone, with a higher rank than him, because he walked down there and he actually pulled two of them to the side and spoke to them. You couldn't hear what he was saying because he spoke very low. But from that moment on, the demeanor changed. Everyone kind of went calm, and he walked away. Okay. A brief search was done. They said they wanted to search the vessel. They made a brief search. They asked for documentation, registration, and so of the vessel. That was produced to them, and we were then told that we could go on our way. We proceeded from the base, and we traveled back to Queen's Wharf, Port of Spain. That was our final destination. On arrival there, I noticed the crew member. His eyes were badly swollen, and he started, like blood coming through, spitting blood and blood coming through his, mouth and so. And he complained with chest pain and whatever, because he was tripping in his stomach and back and whatever. And I had to notify our agent there that we needed to get medical attention for this crew member. In about 15 minutes, the ambulance arrived and actually took him away. He was taken to the Port State General, where he was actually kept overnight. He was not released until the following day. Okay, and he suffered a broken orbital, the one just below his eye, and that has been our situation.
So go ahead.
Go ahead, Anna.
So I'm just recapping, sir. The initial incident, the contact with the members of the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard, was the snatching of your captain and throwing him to the ground, which there was no verbal provocation or any disrespect toward the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard members. Although that didn't warrant, the rebuttal from them. But you're telling me there was no aggravation, no disrespect in any way toward the members of the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard?
No, there was no. Your audio is kind of bad, but I think you mentioned aggravation.
Yeah.
We did not aggravate. We did nothing to aggravate the Coast Guard members at all. Nothing absolutely.
And they pointed out that the young man whose eye is swollen shut here, oh God, that because you believe, because he said be careful, they were pointing guns at you also, you said?
Yeah, that's the same gentleman, yeah.
Okay, and he said be careful, they shot a little baby last week or whenever. So you feel this statement enraged them and caused them to behave the way they did?
Yeah, I would think so, because while on the docks, while I mentioned that same topic again, and one of the members said, you don't you want to sit back and believe everything you see on social media. He said if that would have stopped, nothing like that would have happened. So that they had that in mind.
So listen, were you guys kind of scared for your life or anything like that? Because a situation where you know someone is pointing a gun at you, you guys scared in that situation?
Absolutely, man. Horrified. Imagine a situation. We're not in a regular public road or street. We're in a military base, right? And there's no witnesses there. There's no one to see what's happening there. You got 6 armed guys with automatic weapons, armed to the teeth, pointed at you, and ready to shoot. And the worst part of it, we have to look at the brutality take place right in front of our very eyes, and we can't lift a finger to stop it. Nothing we could have done.
No.
It was one of the most terrifying experiences.
No.
The entire crew ever had.
Right. Now, when they sent you guys on the way, did anybody apologize for what happened, or did they give you guys an explanation for what happened?
Absolutely not at all.
So they just told you guys you could go your way, and that was it.
That was it.
No,
the young man.
They did do a report of the situation of the incident, if you know.
No, I cannot tell. But the one thing I can say, when the agent tried contacting the Coast Guard base and asking about the incident, it was recorded in the log as a non-compliant interception.
What? Say that again?
That's what it logged in. They recorded it as a non-compliant interception.
So that means to say you guys weren't complying with instructions from the Coast Guard.
Exactly.
Well, so you're not complying with instructions, so they decide to assault and damage this man. Well, when you're not complying with other capacities, but anyway, is the young man there? Is he willing to speak? I want to know, how he feels, and I could see he in pain. And I look, boy, you are my family, boy. Oh God.
Yeah. All right, let's talk with him. Akiva Augustine. So just before you talk, let's just look. There were 8 people. There were 8 people on that on the ship at that time, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So who do we have with us now?
Akiva Augustine.
So Akiva, are you the person who you were assaulted and you had something with respect to your eyes?
Yeah.
So do you believe there was a reason why you were assaulted? No. I mean, did you ended up in the hospital, right?
Yes.
And how long were you there for? Overnight?
Overnight, yeah.
You were there overnight. Okay.
Oh my God.
Did they give you a report of your injuries?
Yes.
Okay. So other than your eye, were there any other injuries?
I don't know. Probably. Maybe more injuries.
Okay. And this here is when they were taking you away. Hold a minute. So an ambulance came. Hold a minute. They were showing that video when they were taking you away on a stretcher, right? So they took you away on a stretcher, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so just tell us, man, how do you feel, knowing that this is a job you guys were doing? You guys weren't carrying any contraband or anything like that. They searched the ship. They didn't find anything. How do you feel now? you know, to be in that type of situation? What is your feeling? Just tell us your feeling. How do you feel?
That is the worst experience I ever had in your whole entire life. Walking a boat.
Mr. Augustine, let me, on behalf of sound-minded, fair-thinking Trinbagonians, I want to apologize for you and the injuries that you allegedly, well, you're injured and you can't say allegedly now, so hey, that you incurred whilst you were in the custody of the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard. Let me apologize to you, sir.
Now,
Can you properly?
yeah, she's just apologizing to you on behalf of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Now, do you guys have to make another run to Trinidad in the near future?
Yes.
Jesus Lord.
That'd be kind of scary, wouldn't it be?
Then all you need to put on all the camera quiet. Put
Kind of frightened, right? Yeah. I mean, yeah. And this is the first time you guys ever experienced something like this.
Yes.
You know what I say? Since they all like to kick people in the head and in the eye, why they don't go up to Ukraine and fight Putin? Why are they kicking a hard-working black man like this in the face and the eye for? Huh? I just say what I got to say. I sure he didn't do this injuries to himself. Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard, check all yourself. Check all yourself. I served in the Barbados Coast Guard, and I would never treat nobody that I meet on the sea like that. Check all yourself.
No,
unless they are the aggressor.
Is there another person there as well? Is there a third person who would like to say something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. Yeah.
All right. Here we have the mate, Thomas Joseph, and I have another crew member, Elvis Lewis. So I'll pass you on to Thomas Joseph.
Okay. So Thomas,
Hello.
you are in good health though, right?
Yeah.
So you had to look along, Thomas, and see your shipmates be assaulted, right?
Without doing nothing.
Yeah. What was that experience like for you?
Well, it's very terrifying to me at this point in time because I've been robbed on Port of Spain Wharf, the Queen's Wharf, twice already. Witness a gentleman get killed from a St. Vincent boat, and the Coast Guard, which we expect now to be people to protect us, is abusing us. So, where we stand from here?
This is sad.
Do you guys believe that this incident may have had something to do with the previous incident there that involved the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard?
I want to believe that might have been triggered off because of the repeats of my crew member saying that don't point the gun at me because you had recently you all killed a child. And
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with saying that.
The truth, the truth was offense.
But you guys weren't aggressive to them. I mean, language is language. You know what I mean? Language is language. But you guys weren't aggressive to them. You know, show them no kind of animosity. You know, I mean, show them something that could cause them to assault. You know, or at least two members of the boat, right? You guys didn't. I mean, Grenadians are great people. They're not violent people. You know what I mean?
Thank you, peaceful people. You could walk out. Their crime rate is so low. When I went Grenada, I felt so safe. And they're nice people. They want to help you.
Bubble was
keep
your mouth shut.
Right.
The fact about it, if we had any one of us had said anything after that, it would have been some more blows would have passed. So because we all keep our mouth shut, the rest of us stay dormant.
Well, all I can say, man, is that all I can say, Thomas, is that, you know, we hope that this situation never occurs again, because this is you guys' job. This is what you guys do, you know. And that experience is that. Go ahead.
That's our livelihood, and then right now we try whether you're not to go in Trinidad, whether you're going to Trinidad, basically, and people expect to get protection from on the sea is who abusing you.
Shame on y'all. Shame. I find in Trinidad and Tobago.
On the trade. Stay away from it.
No. Well, my advice to you guys is that, you know, I know it's a traumatic experience, it's a traumatizing experience, and none of us know exactly what you guys went through because you guys went through it, you know. But I say that, you know, you guys stay the course and continue, and you know, continue the journey and just go with God, you know, and hopefully that if there is any incident, is because the Coast Guard gonna come to escort you guys into Trinidad, you know.
Let me address something here in this chat. Rajvi, when people are coming into Trinidad and Tobago, this is what happened in Barbados. You will be sent a pre-alert that vessel Raynaih is entering, blah blah blah, and they would go wherever they know the route and await the entrance of the vessel Raynaih. They ain't sneaking coming in to sell nothing. So don't come here and talk about it's propaganda. You see this man face here? Don't come here and tell me about propaganda. You see the man face? You think he born so? You think he born so? Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard is responsible for that until they prove otherwise. Come here and tell me no nonsense about propaganda.
Well, Diana, you see, that's why we have the pictures. Look, the pictures here, right? This is one picture. This is the next picture here. And then we have the video of him
being taken out in the ambulance. That is propaganda too.
How could that be propaganda?
There's propaganda.
Where he was on the stretcher. How could that be propaganda?
I find most of them uniform personnel in Trinidad and Tobago, they all have a cocky kind of totalitarian, want to kill you, massacre your attitude, starting with them people from the airport and go down. The minute you step in Trinidad and Tobago, they think you're going into Monaco.
So guys, have you guys heard anything at all from the Coast Guard? Have they been in contact with you guys?
This is Keith again.
Yeah, Keith.
The Trinidad Tobago Coast Guard was supposed to make a press release to release a statement today. I got a copy of the statement because I was forwarded through the Grenadian consulate in Trinidad, so they had released a statement, saying that what they saw on the media, they will investigate it, what circulated on the media, So that's as far as they've gone.
Can you do you have the statement with you? Do you have that statement with you?
Yes, I have it on. I can forward it to you guys on WhatsApp.
Yeah. When we get it, forward it to us on WhatsApp so we can read it as well.
Yeah, forward it to me and I'll share it internally.
Have you guys taken on an attorney?
To tell you the truth, I've been talking all day to attorneys. I have calls from Trinidad. I have calls locally from people expressing their interest to take that case. Guys want to do it pro bono. There's some saying, we're not going to take any money down from you. We're going and from prominent lawyers, law firms in Trinidad, they all express their interest. Because they all said to me that this thing is going on and been going on for too long. The abuse of human rights, and they know. One law firm, one guy said to me that, that's just getting out of hand in Trinidad. So definitely we're gonna go the legal way. We're gonna, seek legal. We're gonna seek compensation. We want people to be responsible for their actions. So I have not decided which firm is gonna take up the case as yet, but definitely, yeah.
So you guys gonna do any trip soon or what? Because you guys got to make a living.
Yeah, that's not gonna deter us. I mean, the guys are pretty shaken up and traumatized, and there's fear about them. But
like I said, I mean, we going after, we doing our job, and we continue to do our job. Now, it's a human rights issue, human rights violation, and it's nothing we fabricating, so there's nothing to hide. And I mean, that really caused me. I can't. It's not. I can't put anything to say. Trinidad did that to us. It's a handful of guys who are employed
Thank you.
Correct.
Thank you.
Correct.
Thank you.
I can't brand Trinidad.
Correct. Absolutely. Right. 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 And we are not going to brand all the people in Coast Guard as bad people.
Nope.
Because of one or two bad apples, a few bad apples. You know?
But there's a virus going around. Bad attitude. Treat people badly. That's what's inside there. And you, Rajvi, you best watch yourself with me tonight, yeah? If they're giving talks on the boat, they look for trouble. You best watch yourself. Watch yourself. Look.
So keep. Go ahead, Tommy.
Did any of the media in Trinidad try to contact these sailors?
Did any of the media in Trinidad contact you guys?
Yeah, sure. We have had CNC3 contacted me today, so they have the story. I see we made what was it, Saturday Express or the Trinidad Express, but they took that story from TBN, but they publicized it as well on the front page. But CNC3 was supposed to told me it was supposed to air tonight, so I'm not sure, but that's what they promised to do.
No, Keith. Okay. There was nothing nefarious on the boat. Absolutely nothing. They found nothing illegal on the boat. Zero. Not even a dead cockroach. No, I'm just kidding. They find nothing nefarious on the boat. Correct?
No, not even a roach.
Not even a roach.
You know, we had to laugh a little bit, Keith. It's not a laughing matter. But
yeah, but listen, and our next idiot here in the chat talking about the
yes,
is that it's something, the ease with which they did that to us goes to show that was done to people before.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's something that they are constantly doing, especially this squad who intercepted us. You know, like I said, we encounter Coast Guard on every voyage to Trinidad, and we never had an encounter like this. Never, ever. Okay? We might have a tense situation where you're onboarding, and before the guys leave, everybody, you know, somebody would make a laugh or something, you know, you'll be as that. But never this hostile interception.
There's
so
stay calm.
One more crew member, you like to make an input as well.
What's his name?
Go.
Elvis Lewis.
Elvis. Okay, Elvis.
Hello, good night.
Good night, Elvis. How are you?
Not too bad.
So tell us what was your experience like with this traumatic situation?
Well, you can see for the past 8 years or so, I'm working on ship. And so this last voyage, I think it was the worst. Because I actually have to tell beg the main one to beat him, beg him not to shoot, because now one of the crew members who was going to slow down literally next engine downstairs, engine room, he was aiming the gun, deadly him, before he rushed from the captain calling, like, you know, we sleep, we jump up in a little sleep and send it to do something. Yeah, so I was actually at the ball to get his engine going to slow down. The way he was thinking, well, that time the little rain come, you jump on a vessel, a moving vessel, with a shot rifle, with one in the head, select it, one head and pointing at the crew members, was very frightened. Anything could happen at a point in time. If you sleep, sometimes there were 3 of us, 4 of us get shot.
So I mean, I I mean, I could just.
You know what? I want to answer not a short, but you know me, I just have to jump in here. I want to know how kicking another human being in their eye socket and damaging their eye, putting them in the hospital, is protecting the borders. When they were sent a pre-alert that this vehicle is coming, as usual, they know who they are, and they know they're plying their trade. How does kicking a human being in the eye socket, causing them all this damage, equate to protecting borders, pointing guns in their faces, and beating them and snatching the captain off the boat? That is protecting the borders. They came in. Did these people who are applying the Grenadians, did they come in an aggressive manner? Are they a threat? Do we have Grenadians trying to sneak in all the time? Huh? Come on, y'all in the chat. Y'all know, you know who I'm referring to. How does brutalizing a hardworking poor man equate to protecting borders? Explain it to me now.
Yeah, but Diana, here's the point, Diana. Here's the point,
God.
Right? But Diana, let's say, even if we say that there was a possibility that they were illegal, right? When he gets on the boat, he asks for all their documents. Now, you guys show them all your required documents, right?
Yes. But where they approach, they didn't actual documents at the point them at the approach. They use the words, they get on with how they have to go on. They beat the captain, they beat the other crew members. All right, you see when they bring us in the base, they beat the captain, they beat the other crew member, then they actual documents.
Oh, after the fact. So, let me ask you guys a question, right? I want to ask you guys a question. Do you guys believe that maybe if you guys were supposed to pass some money or something in order for the thing to go more smoother? Just asking.
Nah.
You don't think so?
No.
All right, good. I'm glad about that.
You could see that crew was outside at the point in time to do some damage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they were irritable.
Check the time. 4:30 in the morning. The approach, not even a good morning. The first word that comes from me, the gentleman mode, with the more than so and so. All you can hear, not even good morning.
Well, all I know is that a young Caribbean man, ends up with damages that he didn't leave Grenada with. He didn't leave Grenada with them damages. He ended up in Trinidad with serious damages. So I call that no, that is wrong. That's wrong. That's Coast Guard brutality now. We gone from police brutality to Coast Guard brutality now. And all you'll find nothing wrong with that. Y'all don't find nothing.
So what I want to say to you guys, right? We as
Diana.
Yeah.
Is that the way we treat our Caribbean brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Is this acceptable?
No, it's not.
No, it's unacceptable.
No, it's not. Whether he give talk or not. And I probably would have wanted to say, hey, careful now, you shoot a child last week, be careful how you're pointing your gun. They'd probably want to beat Diana, but, I tell all you, I had back an hour with a breakout on that boat. But let me tell you something, see all y'all in the chat talking about propaganda? This man I hear damaged. That ain't no propaganda.
Diana, there's a possibility that he damaged himself.
Yeah. He damaged himself. Yeah. He beat up himself.
Damaging himself.
Yeah.
Gotta come and take him to the hospital.
Yeah.
Trip and fall, boy. Trip and fall.
Yeah.
He fall off a chair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So Elvis.
Yeah.
Is this the first?
So, is there anywhere they could WhatsApp us a step-by-step process of how this happened? What was the first encounter?
Yeah, we have it. We have it.
You get it.
We have it in the show. We have it, Gary. We have it.
Yeah.
No, but
Is this your first encounter with the Coast Guard in this sort of scenario, this escalated scenario?
Yeah. First time.
First time.
In my
First time.
in my 8 years on seawater.
8 years
And you
on.
know something I was shocking about?
Mm-hmm.
If we say it was like my 8 crew members of us were speaking French or Spanish,
Mm-hmm.
some other language,
Mm-hmm.
what would happen?
Very good question.
What would happen?
Good point. Good point.
Very good question. And Lord knows what happened when they shot that little baby and they murdered the child. Yeah, all they want to know now, what I see more incident like this go happen. Or this get me vexed, I just be calm and cool till I hear about this how Trinidad and Tobago behaving. And I look like y'all acting and making the whole of Trinidad look like cannibalistic.
So
no
Elvis,
behavior.
Is there anything else you would like to add? Anything else you like to add based on your experience?
Well, I was trying to see my fear.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a lover of seawater. My dad was a fisherman.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked up the trade like the seawater, boats, thing. And since I left school, I went onto a course to enter seawater. They call it SCCW.
Mm-hmm.
And my journey in life was just the seawater. I never walk any other places than medicine.
Mm-hmm.
And right now it's very frightening.
Man, don't let them scare you, man.
We this week, and we're supposed to make a voyage next week. It's very frightening for me to make that voyage.
I wouldn't advise the young man that incurred the injuries to go. I wouldn't advise for him stay and get better. But don't let a few ill-mannered, ill-trained, antagonistic, dotish Trinbagonians steer you all away from your trade. And all you should do, you should have a camera set up somewhere to capture the whole encounter unbeknownst to them now. And let me see how they're going to prove it. That's all you should do. Catch them on tape.
I think that's a good advice. I think one advice for you guys is that you guys should have a camera on the boat, so you guys can capture the situation, because there's 3 sides to every story. There's your side, there's God's side, and then there's the truth. Because they're gonna wanna make it look like if you guys were at fault. And they could also say that you guys want to make it to say that the Coast Guard was at fault. But I'm saying that I don't see what's the reason why for you guys to lie, because you guys ended up in Trinidad doing what you had to do.
Yep, and the man ended up damaged.
Yeah.
And just because they're members of the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard, we holding them to a higher esteem, you can't make no complaint on them. That's the problem. Then you're living in a totalitarian a society like Putin.
So Elvis, thank you so very much. Can you put us back on to put us back on to Keith. Thank you so much, Elvis. Anything you want to say before you go?
No.
All right, thank you so much, man. Keep the faith, all right?
We'll stay on this story, guys. Anything new, keep me posted, as time go along with what's going on. The gentleman with his eye, rest yourself, sir. I wouldn't advise you go back down there. I don't know. What I'm saying? They may be gunning for you. Just rest yourself, right? And I'll pray for a speedy recovery for you. And please know that not all Trinbagonians behave in that way.
Yeah. Keith.
Yeah.
Keith, we just want you to know, right? We want you and your crew. I know it's going to be a scary situation, especially in the dark, in the middle of the night. But I want you guys to keep the faith and know that, because that's you guys' job. And just listening to Elvis is something that he's been doing for 8 years now.
You know what we could do? Send them a link, and when they go in, we could do a live. We will do a live 4 o'clock in the morning. We'll do it with you.
Yeah, we could do it. Yeah. Keith, we want you guys to keep the faith and just know that It's not all Coast Guard members are like this crew here.
Nope.
And there are good Coast Guard, a lot of good Coast Guard people as well. You know?
Of course, yeah, of course, man. I know that.
Yeah.
Yes, so I know that.
Yeah, you know, it's easy when you are involved in this kind of experience. You know, sometimes you want to taint everybody and paint a broad brush, but you know, if this was to if I don't think it's gonna happen again. If this was to happen again, then we know there's a problem in the Coast Guard. Not
But
with
there's
you
a
guys,
problem.
but with anyone else. Then we know there's problems within the Coast Guard, and
you want to know who are the perpetrators of all this abuse? You know,
yeah.
who's doing the eyes? The same Coast Guard person.
You guys didn't take any kind of names or anything? You didn't take names of badges or anything, or you don't?
There wasn't badges, there wasn't numbers. All the uniform was saying Coast Guard, so there was no numbers, and we couldn't ask names. In that situation, we could not ask for names. Names would have never been difficult.
But Keith, this is the next question, right? What identification did they have to know that they are actually Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard as opposed to pirates being on the sea?
They took them on the base.
No, when they got into the ship, when they got on the ship.
Listen, my captain had a very similar experience, and he was at one point he was trying to explain to one of the Coast Guard guys that his vessel one time was robbed by people wearing Coast Guard uniforms.
You see, there we go. There we go. Yep. You see?
But what happened in the end? I answered. They ended up in the base.
No, but Diana is the initial part. It's not the end. It's when you getting on the boat, right? That it could be pirates.
Okay.
So there should be some manner of confidence to know that when those people are aboard in the boat, for those people on the boat to know that they are actually Coast Guard and not pirates who are on the waters trying to rob them, because that happens.
It happens. You know. The other thing is the protocol they use to contact the boat is not appropriate at all. It's not the protocol. You have to identify. You usually when a Coast Guard will intercept you, they will make a close pass at you. They will spot a light on the name of the vessel. Then they will make contact with you on the radio, calling the vessel by name, so you know it's you that they contacted. Okay? And the other thing the Trinidad Coast Guard does, they use unmapped crafts. You know, just a regular pirogue, just a regular boat. So you have no way of knowing if it's a Coast Guard. Sometimes they use a Coast Guard fast craft where you see actual Coast Guard written on it, Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard. Other times they don't. You might just see a white boat pull up next to you with Coast Guard men in it. And it's you know, with the level of piracy right now, it's very, very, it's frightening sometimes. Oh, you didn't see a flashman light at you. Yeah, you flash a light, but are you the Coast Guard? I don't know. You have to identify yourself. And that protocol has been breached for a long time.
See, that's something that I kind of thought about, you know, because you know that piracy thing on the ocean, especially at that time of the morning, in that dark water, that's kind of scary, man.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But let's just say at the end of the day, you know, we hope that it's Thomas. It's Thomas who had his eye injured.
No, Akiva.
Oh, Akima, right? Let's hope Akima, you know, is okay and he's gonna get well and he'll be back sailing, man. And when you guys are going from Grenada to Trinidad, it's gonna be smooth sailing. You know, we
all hope for this, man.
Yeah, that's what we want to hope for, and we want you guys to continue to stay positive. But do get an attorney, you know, and you know you guys should do what you have to do, and somebody should pay the consequences for their actions.
Exactly. And my biggest issue with this whole incident is the human rights violation. You understand? And gross disrespect for humans, and you know, it's a big violation that people that I'm not prepared to take lightly.
No, and you have a right, because you know why? You know, if you leave little things undone, right, it could create big things. So the Coast Guard has to know also that, you know, you have to treat people, you're humane, right? Now, there may be other difficulties along the waters that cause them to treat you guys in this way, you know, but you can't treat everybody the same on the waters, especially where you guys were located. You guys were not like out there in the middle somewhere, you know. And let me ask you a question. So, Keith, you guys had to send to the Coast Guard all information about the vessel and everything else, right? So they knew for a fact that this vessel was a legal vessel underwater, right?
Of course, this new advanced notification system is done on every voyage, and it's done through the agents. And our agent in Grenada will send information as the time of arrival, what our cargoes will be like, to our agent in Trinidad, who will forward it to the Coast Guard and the Port Authority. Okay, so they know who's coming there and who's going to be at the port at what particular time. And that was done. It's done on every occasion.
So you guys were actually playing by the rules, right? So to speak, right? You guys were playing by the rules. You guys weren't, you know, trying to, you know, and do anything not play by the rules. You guys, but because this is a legal kind of business that you guys are involved in.
Of course.
Yeah.
Our vessel have never been involved in any illegal activity, and the Coast Guard could testify to that.
Well, Keith, I want to say that as difficult and traumatic as this experience has been, you know, it's one experience. I mean, sometimes it only takes one experience, but you know, let's hope that, you know, this is the worst experience that you guys gonna go through on the waters of Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't wish for another sailor or another vessel to go through that experience, because I've been through that experience, we've been through that experience, and we know what it feels like.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say it should have never expletive happened. You should do my man there, Mr. Augustine, he should never have no broken eye socket now. It should never have happened. Minister Hines, all need to retrain these people. Nasty attitudes. And they're bringing it and they're transcending it on to the people they're coming in touch with. Well, the wife ain't cook no doubles for them the night before. And treating the people on the seesaw. Nasty attitude, all there. Nasty. You, Minister Hines, I blame you. You have them bad apple inside the Coast Guard, and they think them as boss. Treating the people so. It should have never expletive happened. I say so.
Coast Guard is not the only place. Police,
all of
immigration,
them.
customs.
Talk.
So listen to this. So Keith, Akima, Thomas, and how are the other members of the boat doing?
They're doing okay. They're traumatized, but they're doing fine.
And is it guaranteed that you'll be sailing again in a week? Is that a guarantee?
Yeah, in 2 weeks. The following Tuesday we'll be sailing. Well, I mean, God's willing, we're hoping to.
No, Keith. When you guys are not sailing, what else do you guys do?
Usually, when the week that we're not sailing, we do our routine maintenance of the vessel. So the guys are busy on the vessel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right,
well, then their wives need to get them some soup and bacon, shark and pilau and feed them properly before they go out to work, because they're going to work angry, or maybe they're hungry, I don't know. Or they need some sea moss to calm them down, I don't know. But it never should have happened. Never. That's what I say.
You know, again, Keith, to you and your crew, you know,
yes.
we want to say that we know you guys are doing, you know, the right things and trying to do the things for your family and to earn an honest living, you know, and, you know, we want you guys to continue and keep the faith and know that, you know, this too will pass, and in the future, everything will turn out to be positive.
All right. Thank you for that, and thank you for allowing us the time on your studio.
Yeah. And any closing words before you go?
Well, like I said, we're hoping for the best. We hope to see, something come out of it. That we want to see justice from that. I mean, we can't be abused like that, in Trinidad waters by Trinidad Coast Guard, and nobody is held accountable for it. And I just don't want to see another incident or hear of another incident happen to any vessel, coming to Trinidad. That is my whole thing. That's what I hope to achieve by, taking the road that we take it.
Yep.
Yeah. So, all right, Keith. Thank you so very kindly, man. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
I'll be in touch. Keep me appraised of what's going on.
So, folks, there you have it.
We had to get them Coast Guard some oil down before they go to work, maybe. We had to feed them because they go to work angry.
My father used to have a bull so soaking linseed oil.
Let me say, welcome to my good friend Anthony Gittins. I think I went to school with Anthony,
Yeah.
Anthony Gittins. Anthony, let's say hello to Anthony. Anthony Gittins. I think I went to school with Anthony, but it was the same fella. I used to beat him in track and field, I beat plenty people.
And why I call doubles, I love me some doubles. I don't like all the different thing on my doubles. I just want my chana and my potato and some hot sauce. Me don't want the cucumber and all them thing on my doubles. How I grew up, right? I give me a plain doubles with plenty pepper. Good.
Let me say welcome to Kenwin Williams.
Things have evolved, Diana.
Things
have evolved on the doubles.
I don't like all that nonsense.
Neither do
on
I.
my double. No.
I just want some tamarind chutney or
Kenwin Williams says, Commerce Radio, you can't take the people out of Trinidad. And he spelled CHINNY, Trinidad. But you can't take the ignorance out of them. He said you can take the people out of Trinidad, CHINNY, but you can't take the ignorance out of them. Let's say hello to Kenwin. Kenwin Williams, welcome.
Hello, Mr. Williams.
Yeah.
Welcome, Kenyon.
Kenwin
Welcome
Williams
to the village.
How pray
the village?
How pray can a diver stay underwater for 3 days?
Gary, you hear that part, right?
That's a good question, That's a question. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Kenwin Williams say, laugh out loud. I wonder if Kenwin Williams in here before and he's a new name, boy.
Yes, that's the name I haven't seen. That name, George Alexis, and another one I said
hello
hello
to. This, right? Kenwin Williams says, all you're taking a bias against the Coast Guard troops.
Well,
so the Coast Guard just snap and start beating people. Kenwin Williams.
But is that the way you greet people coming on your shores?
But Barry, let me ask a question. If, let's say, Kenwin Williams is correct. Let's say the Coast Guard and them snap, right? Because the fellas did something wrong. They did something illegal. Were they charged with anything?
So wait a minute. Wait a minute. So you just start beating people because they did something illegal? Is that the law?
But Gary, what I'm saying, Gary, is
you just start shooting people because they illegally enter your country?
But Gary, what I'm saying is that if they did something illegal, we are saying, Kenwin says, so the Coast Guard just snap and start beating people. I am saying, if they were doing something illegal for the Coast Guard to beat them, then the Coast Guard should charge them for something.
No, but even if they're doing something illegal, they're not supposed to be hit on.
Nope.
There's another.
You detain a person if they're doing something illegal and you state the crime, right? What is the charge? You don't start smacking around people.
Nope.
Correct.
Yeah, but Gary and Diana and Tommy, hear what I'm saying though. What I'm saying is this, right? Let's say they were doing something illegal.
Yeah.
Then the Coast Guard should have a charge against them for doing something illegal that caused them to do what they did.
Word.
But
okay. So I'm waiting to see. I want to see a copy of their statement, and I want to see They should
selling
get.
to Ghana.
Did they say they get a lawyer from Trinidad or from Grenada? Did they get a lawyer?
Yeah,
I
they
think
said
he
they're getting
said
a lawyer. They
pro
have
bono people
several
from in
things.
Still
Trinidad.
have
Yeah.
lawyers.
So some lawyers in Trinidad volunteer to assist them.
Yeah,
Correct.
pro bono.
Okay, all right. I know.
Yeah.
I expect that. I expect
So
somebody's going to
Troy
step up.
Smith says, it's so shameful TNT media has not come forward with this breaking news on our high seas. Troy,
No,
come
answer.
on.
Is that a PNM lawyer or UNC lawyer stepped up there now?
I think it's a PDP lawyer.
PDP. All right.
Yeah. Troy Smith, come on, man. Troy Smith answer me, so shameful TNT media has not come forward with the breaking news on our high seas. You think the TNT media, they ain't ready to report it yet. They just ready to report it yet. Right? They ain't ready to report it yet.
If there was a casualty, or should I say a murder, or should I say a killing, or however you want to put it, then definitely it would have been front page.
But we've seen again and again in Trinidad with the law enforcement officers that start beating people just like that for the simplest things. Right?
Let me address something here, Gary. 1 minute. No, I don't believe in training, because when I was trained as a Coast Guardman, woman, part of my training was not included to smack people around because they talk back to you fresh. That was not in my training, and I believe all military training is universal worldwide. I believe this was a personal choice of whoever that Coast Guard person was. Part of your training is not just to accost civil like that, unless your life is in danger and whatnot. You act accordingly. But you greeting people on the oceans, you greeting people at whatever port of entry. You don't just smack people around.
Diana, you know what I did? I don't know if I told
training.
you guys this before. I came to Newark Airport after coming in from Trinidad. I spent maybe 2-3 weeks down there. And the guy hold my passport. He said, "Who's that guy?" I said, "That's America's Most Wanted, man." The guy, he didn't take it. He laughed it out.
Oh, you mean to you?
So Rajvi says, I stand with the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard. That man was studying to give talks. Dog eat their supper now. All right. All right. That's what you feel.
I hope you never have to travel somewhere and dog know how to eat your supper. Go ahead.
So Kenwin Williams says, what you doing in TNT waters?
Oh my Lord.
So beat anybody that legally enter in TNT waters and smack them up. In fact, smack them up, they enter in TNT waters legally, and shoot them if they're coming in illegally.
So then let all the travel and go somewhere, somebody smack you around and you're trying to enter the right
like
way.
Trinidadians don't be sneaking into other countries and trying to make a hustle.
No,
right?
Gary.
We have to give these people some education, man, because we have a lot of people out here that come to America, sneaking in the border, not even come legally, overstay their time, all kind of thing, right? Sneaking in and doing a little housekeeping job and packing barrel and sending home for the same people that want to talk fat, right?
No, listen. Kenwin Williams says...
Sending their Nike, I think, back in the day.
Kenwin Williams says, what you doing in TNT waters? Kenwin.
What do you mean what are you doing in TNT waters?
Kenwin, there is a process. They sent the information to the Coast Guard to know that they are going to be in TNT waters.
Yeah, they're
entering to do legal business, a legal transaction.
Yes.
Okay.
And the Coast Guard knows that this boat
is
legally is in TNT waters.
They just get permission ahead of time. They don't get permission ahead of time to make that trip.
What do you want the people to do, Kenwin? Kenwin, help we. Tell me what they should have done. Help we. Doris Joseph says, what you mean? Oh, I think Doris knew too, you know. Doris, welcome.
But answer, we have so many Grenadians living in Trinidad, right? During the invasion, the U.S. invasion there in Grenada, we had 120,000 Grenadians living in Trinidad, while the population of Grenada was 110. Okay? So it's not like we're not used to Grenadian people. They always bring in banana and all kind of things. This is a long period of time they've been doing this. So why we have to be so nasty?
Yeah. So George Alexis. So Doris Joseph, welcome.
Yeah.
Kenyon Williams, welcome. And George Alexis is also new.
I listened to the village with the dark.
Oh, mute him. Mute him. He's talking to somebody. Mute yourself, Tommy.
Yeah, mute him. So Doris Joseph says, so what do you mean by saying, what do you mean by saying he's studying to give talks? Doris Joseph, welcome. I don't know.
But
George Alexis, who is new,
my God,
says, this is clearly an abuse of power and authority.
Where is our Grenadian journalist tonight? Where is she?
The Marcia, she's not in.
Call up Marcia and ask her what she think about this.
You know, listen to this, Takesha says, Troy Smith says TTCG a baby mom says, no, Troy, we don't want to cast a broad net and say all of them are bad, you know, but it's just like in the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. We don't want to cast an aspersion and say all of them are bad. They just have bad apples in
and they give them a little gun and they come out and they graduate from the force and they have a little ego and a little chip on their shoulder and they feel they could beat up anybody and think, you know what I mean?
And there's a bad, pervasive customer service attitude toward foreigners in Trinidad and Tobago. It starts at that airport and everywhere else you go. When you go into certain governmental offices to conduct business, you get that attitude from people, working there.
But
you can't work Trini too hard, girl. You gotta go softly with them. As they buff you.
My foot, buffu. I like when they buff me at a start upon them. I like when they buff me. They see the wrong side of me. Quick. There's one to call security for me. I'm too loud. I said, loud? You ain't heard loud yet. You ain't heard loud yet. Oh, I'm overdoing this thing. I come here since 11 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the evening. I ain't getting nobody ain't asked me cat, dog, rhinoceros yet. Man, come on.
Is a bunch of run around with anything. You go to any government office, there is a bunch of run around to come back the next day, go back and forth.
Yeah, bring this and come back here and this body not in. This person at lunch, you had to come back next week. I said, what do you mean I had to come back next week? You think I come from next door? They're sickening down there. Answer my approaching top of the hour.
But now let me say this, right? Takesha have a point, and I want to talk to Takesha point when we comes back.
Good.
It's in the village with the Dark Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. That's 6 to 9 p.m. Let's go for a quick station identification, and we'll be right back. Stick and stay, don't go nowhere. It's in the village with the Dark Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Too much corruption, too much brutality. This situation should be taken seriously. Every day somebody taking a human life. They bring it, you don't know when the criminals inside. Too much murder and robbery. Every police. Ain't no way to hide, ain't no way to run. How can we survive? Going on, they're using guns and knives. They're looking for a fight. You either do or die. Protect your human rights. Oh, what a problem! They're crazy. Too much buildings on fire, leaving people with no home. Crime rate getting higher, you can't walk the streets alone. It's such a shame how they're knocking one another. I suppose that's the latest thing they after, raping young and old women. And when they done, they brutalize them. Ain't no way to hide, ain't no way to run. How can we survive if they keep going on? They use Somebody killing the neighbor. You want to know the truth and see what's going on. Listen the evening news, look at your television. Can anybody tell me with the turn? So bring them criminals guilty, just can't be done. They belong in the jungle. How to rid the world of their evil. Ain't nowhere to hide, ain't nowhere to run. How can we survive with everything going on? They're using guns and knives, they're looking for a fight. You either do or die, protect your human rights. When you're on the street, it's so embarrassing that everyone you meet thinks that you're the same. You can't even say good morning to anyone. The first thing they think is that you're mugging and they want to run. Police at war with civilians, and it's all because of them hooligans. Ain't nowhere to hide, ain't nowhere to run. How can we survive? The theft is going on. They're using guns and knives, they're looking for a fight. You let it die, protect your human rights. It's good around the corner. Somebody killing the neighbor.
Are we there? You're muted, Anselm. You're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
Corruption. Too much corruption. Just too much corruption.
Too much corruption.
We need an overhaul, man. We need somebody to grab the bull by the horn and deal with the issues.
Let's get back to So let's get back to Tikisha comment. Tikisha says, so when you give someone talks, you could get your face cough out. People could talk, but talk is win. In this country, you could cuss a police officer. Freedom of speech. You could cuss a police
well,
officer.
depends. Not. I won't say that. I won't say that with a broad brush because there's some places you could get cuffed too.
No, Gary, freedom of speech.
Freedom of speech. You stay there and feel that freedom of speech works in all states in the United States.
No, we're not saying you can't do it, Gary. We're saying you
I got pulled over by a police officer, right? Because my car went over a little hump by a train line. And the man stepping up in my face like he trying to push me to fight him. Right? Making all kind of drama there. Giving him his talks and everything. Just kind of pushing my buttons to see if I will strike back at him. So they try these kind of tactics. But there's a lot of places, I'm telling you have to watch how you handle several police officers.
Gary, let me repeat what I said. Freedom of speech in this country.
You can cuss a police
officer.
Yes.
Well, like I say, you could, but it doesn't mean that you can get out.
Gary, freedom of speech allow you to cuss a police officer.
And what happens after that? What George Floyd did? He cussed them, or he forget to cuss them? Maybe George Floyd should have cussed them.
That's a different situation.
No, I'm just saying, maybe he should have cussed them.
That guy had it out for you. That's what I understand. There was
a personal relationship
beef between the
and Mr. Garner up in New York.
Eric Garner, the one that was strangled.
They're selling a little Lucy cigarette, doing a little hustle.
He didn't cuss the police.
But he didn't cuss no police.
No, he put up his hand and said, "What did I do wrong?"
But we talking specifically about.
Well, I said maybe he failed to cuss the police.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe if he'd cussed the police, it'd have been better off. He'd have been alive.
So Gary, if you're a coast guard and a man come and talk to you too harsh, you are allowed to abuse him?
But that's the Caribbean way, you know. That's the Caribbean way. Not just in Trinidad, they have a kind of attitude down there. But you talk hard, you have backslap and knock you down. You know. What? Who you
Well,
talking to?
how come I wasn't so in the Coast Guard?
That's you. But a lot of them have that kind of attitude.
Nadia says, Lord
They
help
know
us.
they've been doing it and getting away with it. So that's why you see things are the way it is.
Oh.
Nadia said, Lord help us. We're all human. We just here for some time, people. People learn to be kind to people. Please learn. Yeah, Nadia, correct is right. We're all here for some time.
I find some, I hear the word I use there. Some of those uniformed people in Trinidad and Tobago, they have like they're ready for you. They're ready to knock you down. They, I'm like, hello.
Anxious to shoot somebody, anxious to beat
Yeah,
somebody
yeah.
because you become police, you could have that chance to do that.
Like me, I have knee implant. So when I get there, I tell them, listen, I have knee implant. Your thing gonna beep and go off, eh? Oh God, when I go on through the thing now, oh Lord, they're taking the whatever the body search thing and they passing it every which way. And at one time, one of them just slapped me really hard on my. I said, hello, you're hitting me a little too hard, honey. Because if I hit you hard like that, you ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna call out. You're assaulting me now. But well, who is you? I said, well, you're hitting me too hard. To tone it down. I just talk to them, tone it down. You're searching me, and you could actually hear the attacks when she hit me. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to tell her, tone it down. I got feelings, right? And they're quick to.
You got to deal with which country you're in. Politicians have failed to deal with law enforcement officers and abusing people. Look what we see recently in Poland, they're shooting at refugees, shooting at them and hitting them. Right?
In Poland, they're shooting at them.
So you didn't see the video? It's in the video.
The
right
Polish
at the border.
people. The Polish people shooting at the refugees now.
I don't know if it was Polish or or if it's Polish. I think it's the Polish here.
Gary, I am sorry for that situation, right? But you know what is the thing spinning around that? Which kind of, talk about, oh, this is not a third world country. This thing is not supposed to happen here. Hello. Refugee is something that can happen to anybody. It's not where in the country you're in. It could happen to anyone. And who calls you to be a refugee? Who calls you to be a refugee? That's all I got to say.
Some damn politician.
Lana says, Lana, I don't think so, no. I think that they might have a Coast Guard somewhere in some office job. Lana said, I wonder if it was the same Coast Guard who accidentally shot the baby. Is the same Coast Guard who beat the boat, man.
Lana, I was thinking the same thing. Lana was in my mind.
No.
Maybe they punish him and send him somewhere else because he take him home that patrol, that relocate you, the shift you around.
Well, if it's he that do it, then we know we have a problem.
Yeah, well, I have a problem with politicians in dealing with law enforcement officers, whether it's here in the United States or in Trinidad and Tobago, regardless. They don't step up to dealing with these issues, and that's why it continue and get bigger, and that's why we have the problem that we do until somebody gets killed, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But Troy Smith says, the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard have no skills, no discipline, just like the government of the day. Nah, Troy Smith. They have skills, man, and they have some discipline. We can't paint all of them as being undisciplined.
Yeah, we go to march and parade and show off equipment. That is what we good for.
George Alexis says, this affair has implication for intra-regional shipping and must be taken up at the highest level regionally. George Alexis, full 100. Full 100. You see, when certain things happen, we just keep it in a local perspective, but there are broader implications when certain things like this happen. And I think that we have to take our police, our army, our Coast Guard, and we have to take them out of those local situations and send them outside to see how other people treat with certain situations. You understand?
But Ansem, not only that, the United States has been helping us for the last couple of years. I have seen that information firsthand, where the Southern Command out of for the United States is retraining our people consistently, providing them with everything possible. A lot of free help from the United States to train and educate our military and police. A lot of things that we didn't even dream to know that they just be doing. All right, and then most of it will be swept under the carpet, all hidden.
Yep.
But they're always there
guys,
training our people and providing us with resources.
let me welcome back one of our family members, Fish Stick.
Oh.
Fish, welcome back. Kenwin Williams says, Stoops. Kenwin, what are you stoopsing for? Rajvi says, Coast Guard don't get on unless they give me a reason to.
Oh, please.
I will believe the Trinidad Coast Guard before I believe them.
Oh, please, Rajvi. Please. Please.
Oh, Rajvi, don't worry.
These guys are just trying to push your buttons, bro. I'm telling you.
Rajvi, no, Dada, and guy, Rajvi, don't worry, yeah? The Prime Minister going to appoint a committee to look into this too. This is the committee appointing Prime Minister.
But he should. He should.
Another committee.
He should.
Oh,
and he should buff some people too.
I'm
hoping that he buff some people for misbehavior.
Rajvi said,
misconduct.
Wait now, Rajvi, let me see if did I get rid of that? Rajvi, this is propaganda. I feel like somebody has deployed on that stretcher there. I don't feel I was that clean.
Yeah.
I feel so. Look, they're changing him. No, they're changing him. Hey, Rajvi, you see that? I feel like propaganda in that, Diana.
Yeah.
Let me look at it again. Wait. Let me see the kind of change in the stretcher. Hold on. Wait. No, it's in here?
Yep.
Oh, that's the same fella wearing.
That's propaganda.
Yeah,
the man eyes swollen shut, and that's propaganda. He just got the eye shut down. He sew it down himself to keep the eye closed. All you for real? Y'all for real?
Mm-hmm.
And slap them up.
Wait. Nah, I feel that fella hit himself in the eye. Rajvi, I feel that fella.
He tripped and fall off the boat when he was trying to hook the anchor.
When he was going off. Yeah.
When he tried to tie the rope, he fall and hit his face.
He tripped and hit his feet. That's propaganda.
Right. Yeah. And this is what's wrong in Trinidad and Tobago. This propaganda. The man is hurt. What's wrong with him? You type that statement in there.
No, but Diana, I mean, it could be propaganda based on what Rajvi's saying, you know what I mean?
Who's Rajvi was there? Rajvi eye hurting him? Rajvi eye swollen shut? Huh? You was on that stretcher with him? Look, Rajvi, don't get me vexed, eh? I've been trying to stay calm all night.
Diana, I feel that fella. Anyway, let me leave it there. Doris Joseph says, I wonder if it was your family member, if you would think it's propaganda still. You gotta ask Rajvi that, Doris. Lana says, look, I'm just fed up with all the nonsense going on in this country. Right?
So wait.
Takesha wants to know, Rajvi, what you hear? What did he hear?
And Capiza is coming in here now and talking about support the PNM Coast Guard. We are supporting the PNM Coast Guard, but we are not supporting that behavior that resulted in this man being injured whilst in the custody of the Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard on their compound.
Well, I supporting the PNM Prime Minister to buff the PNM Coast Guard for misbehavior.
So, Eileen, welcome. Eileen says, all you should need a passport, right? I wonder who you talking about. Eileen, who you talking about? Who you think Eileen talking about?
Fish stick, I hope a jellyfish bite you and not in your eye.
Look, I wouldn't waste my time with him engaging in that conversation with them anyway.
We all carry come, right? Now listen to this, right? George Alexis says, this vessel have been trading this route for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
And the Coast Guard could obtain information on the vessel from Custom Immigration and other authorities, which they did.
Mm-hmm.
Ahead of time, the people send them all the information. Now, I could see if the Coast Guard said, look, you know what it is? We have contraband coming into Trinidad. We have guns coming into Trinidad. We have illegal things coming into Trinidad. We want to start searching them both to make sure nothing illegal coming into Trinidad. Fine. I have no problem with that. Anything to stop the illegal trade between Trinidad and other countries, I for that. 100%.
But shouldn't the customs be in charge at that point when they dock there at the port, and and engage with them there more so than the Coast Guard?
Yeah, well, Gary, just in case between the Bocas and Trinidad, they do something that it changes and they put it in another shape or some kind of thing, right? Right? I hear you, Gary, and that makes sense. But
I'm just saying at this stage in the game, when you dock at the port there, you should be encountered by the customs officer, and even if the port police come there, you know what I mean?
Gary, that's a valid point, because what could have been done as well, the Coast Guard could have escorted them into the bay, and then they could have searched them to see if they had any.
But the vessel was the vessel stopped outside before it docked? Was the vessel stopped? Was the vessel stopped before it was docked?
It was stopped out in the ocean.
Or they were stopped?
Yeah, they were stopped.
Oh, okay. Now I understand.
And the Coast Guard boarded the vessel.
Okay.
But before and boarding the vehicle, they slapped down the captain of the boat and all that, push him down, kick him down, all that. And then this one fellow that got his eye, injured, he said, and they were pointing guns at them, and he said, "Be careful how you're pointing that gun. A child got killed a while ago by the Coast Guard, so they retaliated against him.
So now they want to
vindictive.
Right. No. Lana is well kicked, Lana say, like the SWAT going to work for the Coast Guard. Oh God! Lana says SWAT going to work for Coast Guard. Like that fella Sergeant Alexander. I hear a joke today. What's the joke, boy? The fella says something about Anyway, let me don't mess up the joke since I have it. George Alexis says, I'm very familiar with this sector and would have actually carried out marine training with the crew of this vessel some time ago. Right? So you see? Look at it. George Alexis says, I'm very familiar with this sector and would have actually carried out marine training with this crew of this vessel some time ago.
So George happens to be working in the field then, basically.
Yeah, he's working in the field.
Well, George, can you give us a little more information, enlighten us a little bit?
I don't think it shouldn't have resulted in this man getting kicked and nah. All you're wrong. I don't care. I don't care if he got mouthy, whatever. That he mout, that win. All you all are supposed to be trained individuals, and you could kick in the man in the eye. Why me's a football?
Troy Smith says, Anselm, these Trinidad Tobago Coast Guard members who were involved in this incident should be given a breathalyzer.
A breathalyzer?
I won't be surprised.
Yeah. Doris Joseph said, this should start a Me Too movement. Let others talk up now. Yep.
Not good, man. Treating your fellow man like that. Man,
Yeah,
when I see this, I said, what?
Well, all right.
Are you supposed to have one more guest, Anselm, or that's it?
No, we have our next guest coming up.
Oh, okay.
Tommy there?
Gary, where's your guest?
He should be running a little bit late because he had an emergency meeting to deal with. So that's why I put on the chat. He'll join us for a few minutes and then.
You can be a good Coast Guard when you stand by and watch someone get abused by fellow Coast Guard. All of them is no good. Nah, we can't paint all of them with a brown brush, man.
But Anselm, I tend to agree with that statement though.
No,
because why?
Dana, no.
Hello, like, can I finish?
If we continue down that road of painting everyone for the 5 or 10%,
listen to me. I ain't said you ain't read and comprehend. Go and take a pill. She said the people that were there. That is who they were talking about. The people that were there, right? Allowed it to continue. Why somebody else didn't step up and try to stop it?
You didn't hear the last part?
What?
All of them is no good.
That group of people.
All of them.
The group of people. The group of people present at the incident.
All right. Larry asked Hailey to clarify it.
That's what I'm reading. That's what I'm reading it as.
Coast Guard when you stand by and watch someone get abused by fellow Coast Guard. All of them is no good.
That the people there that are present. That's how I'm reading it.
All right. I am reading that he's saying that he's generalizing and saying all of the Coast Guard.
Basically, I think it's the same thing he's saying, that all of them who were right there stood and watched by. It's just like a police officer allowing the rest of one member of his team to abuse and choke somebody, and you did nothing and kind of condone it.
Yep.
All right. But if this incident continued while they dock, then where is the port police involvement?
No, Gary, it happened, and then they were sent on their way in order to go and deliver whatever.
Okay, so it happened in the water. Basically, it happened in the water.
On the Coast Guard, in the Coast Guard base.
So they pulled them over into the Coast Guard base.
Yeah, they carried them on the base.
Okay.
They carried them so they could
brutalize them in the base. Yeah, that's what they carried them in there for. Wicked and evil, you batch of people. And I'm sure some of y'all know what was going on inside wherever room it occurred in.
All right,
wicked
well, let's see what the lawyers come up with now. And
wicked and evil.
We'll see what takes place.
So Eileen says, did the police test the Coast Guard for drugs or alcohol in the blood after the incident? I'm sure they did not.
Nope.
I don't know.
Trinidad don't do nothing in order. That's like a Ramaji.
Because they give the Coast Guard talks, they get rough up. Facts. So Rajvi, when you're in Trinidad and Tobago, if you should ever mouth back to any police or anything, and you get rough up, take that in your portfolio. Because what's good for the goose, good for the gun there. Don't forget that.
Yep.
Don't forget that. Eileen said I saw bandits the street homeowners. Albert Montano, welcome.
Yeah, I know, I understand highly. He's from Chumakak. He ain't gonna understand.
Who's that?
Highly said I understand. So it's exactly what she was saying. Highly is saying I understand. You're not an English major, Anslin.
Okay. So what he's saying is what you said, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. No
that's
problem.
How I was incorrect. That's how I read it.
I was incorrect. It will be interesting to find out how many times the Coast Guard boarded a vessel operated by Tropical Shipping, which is a US-based company. You know, that's a good point. That's a fantastic point, George. That's a real great point, boy. But maybe we need to ask that question too, boy.
But I wonder too, right? As we're sitting here, you know, the Haitians have to go across to the Dominican Republic and trade, right? I wondered if they just get rough up too, so. You know? You wonder.
Listen, I have no problem with the Coast Guard boarding and inspecting. You know, I think, you know, I would like to recommend there's an Australian movie on YouTube now, TV series called Sea Patrol. I think we need to have we need to assign the Coast Guard and them to watch this movie. Maybe they might learn something from Sea Patrol.
Gary, charity begin at home. If you're that snotty old arrogant, you're going out in the
well, let me tell you
world
something. When you come into the force,
yeah, you have to do a psychological exam.
Have to be dealt with right there before you get certified to do the job. And while you have supervisors, and for misconduct, you should be dealt with. You see, the issues don't get addressed. It don't get addressed, and that's why we are where we are. Because a lot of time things go down and it doesn't get addressed because most people don't bother to say anything because they don't think they can get any resolution out of it. We have a structure like that. Okay?
A battery of psychological questions.
But Diana, Diana, Tommy and Gary, Hailey says, I am sure they were drunk on the jug. Hailey, how you know that? Oh God. Doris Joseph said each other they go Coast Guard is the new Pirates of the Caribbean. Well, ladies, you know. Fishstick says, I may be young, but I pitched more marbles and was damn good at it.
Oh, you're missing a few.
Hi. Albert Montano says these Caribbean boats come to Trinidad every week and the Coast Guard should know. Correct is right. Correct is right. But Albert, maybe they get tip off about something, right? And they had to do a search. That could be possible.
But when did it have to answer? I don't care. You get tip off, tip on.
Do a search. I didn't say have to beat up people. Have to do a search.
All right, tip off, tip on, tip up, tip down, wherever. It didn't have to result in this man eye socket in the way it is today. It didn't have to.
I agree with that, Diana.
That's human brutality. That's brutality.
I am with you. But George Alexis, you go wait for this till a green donkey appear in Trinidad and Tobago. George Alexis says the Prime Minister needs to speak to this in short order. George Alexis, when we have a green donkey in Trinidad, if the Prime Minister speak on the blackout, wait, let me rephrase that. When you mean speak, you mean he could send out a message on the Office of the Prime Minister Facebook page, or does he need to physically have a press conference and speak about it, right? So I take back what I first said, George Alexis. I'm asking a question now. Should the Prime Minister come out and speak orally, or is it okay for him to speak via the Office of the Prime Minister Facebook page? Yeah, Lana, you are correct. Them guys say they come twice a month. They are not stranger. Takisha says, only speak, the PM talking is cutting deals. Caris, good night.
Maybe these guys' boss failed to grease somebody and that's why they get pulled over. You know, when you don't...
Gary. I asked them that, you know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you know, it has some kind of structure, you know, in things on land with the police. You know, if you don't grease them, you get arrested. You know, otherwise you could sell as much drugs as you want.
Where that happening? Here, all over the world.
All over the world.
Mm-hmm.
All over the world. As long as you're paying your dues.
Rajvi say we need more police like Xander. Fact to deal with them criminals.
We ain't talking about criminals right now. We're talking about legitimate
Xander does look like a big bubbly to me. That's how he does behave, like a big bubbly.
But I'm wondering what they just do in their community to help anybody.
Yeah.
What are they doing in their community to help anybody?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know, Doris says we know most Trinidadians are good people. And I agree with that. We have enough family in Trinidad and Tobago. I agree that most Trinidadians are good people. I agree with that.
But that's the way I know it.
Yeah.
But that's the way I know it. I know most of our people are good people.
Yeah, most of our people are good people. We do have a 10% people who does make it bad for the 90%.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we do have that, and we have that in all phases of Trinidad and Tobago. George Alexis, it is passing strange that the Coast Guard did not make radio contact with the vessel. I think they did, eh? George, I think they did. Right, Diana? The guy said that, right?
Said
No,
what? What
he
he
said
said?
they did not.
No, the Coast Guard did not?
That's what one of the gentlemen said.
Oh,
Did
okay,
not
okay,
what?
okay.
Did not what? What?
The Coast Guard did not make radio
He didn't
contact
fo-
with the
he said
vessel.
they
No.
didn't follow protocol
Yeah.
by making radio
Oh,
contact.
Yeah.
right. So George Alexis, you correct again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, I think I don't like them Coast Guard, you know. Them Coast Guard was drinking on the job. I ain't gonna read that.
Wait, look who show up in the village. Anderson.
Who's that?
Anderson.
Rose, good night. Good night, Rose. Rose inside too, boy. Rose
Nisam Mohammed. Nah, boy.
Keith. George Alexis said, take care, Keith, and please accept the assurance of my support. You can call me anytime. Who is Keith?
Ketos.
Oh, oh God. Yeah, Lana, is real madness going on in Trinidad and Tobago. And our government sitting down, sleeping comfortable. But let me say this, as Anderson come back. Anderson, I don't mean to shift stream here. But Anderson, I hear to say, this is a report in the news there. Water Beatum sewer repairs complete.
Hey.
Anderson, that's what they're saying, you know. We had to do a live directly from the Beatum, you know. Because they're saying things done. They're saying they clean up all them smelling no sewer water no more. All your pipe running nice. Thing real nice in the Beatum now, Anderson. We had to do something, Anderson.
So maybe that's because that's why Anderson's so quiet, because the work done.
Yeah.
Anderson, what you saying, partner? The work done. How come you're attacking the government now? What's going on? The government step up and did the job, brother.
Yeah,
let's hear your voice.
You know, my partner from Eugene Julian, I don't know about partner in where he is, but I just forget where he is, and I think he in Washington or in Virginia or in Baltimore, some part out there.
Okay, welcome, Eugene.
Yeah, it's a Wall Street. In this case, they were Coast Guards. They were to the base, and an ambulance was called, and they were taken to the hospital. And Julian, and what? And what? I ain't get that one.
Good night, Akira.
My partner Julian, what's his story?
He said, what? Get there, run it by me again. I'm trying to comprehend.
Who's that? Yeah, let me go back. Julian, you're stumping people, boy. Eugene, you're stumping people, boy. He said Wall Street. In this case, they were Coast Guards, yes. They took them to the base. They were to the base. And an ambulance was called and they were taken to the hospital. Okay.
For what should have been done?
Now, Eugene.
No, I think the picture is skewed. They weren't taken from the Coast Guard base to the hospital. They actually completed the journey to Port of Spain, and when they got to Port of Spain, they called an
right.
ambulance.
Correct is right. So, I know, buddy. Eugene, go back and drink that Tropicana orange juice, eh? Yeah. Change it to Minute Maid.
But I never tell you something. I was been listening to somebody's talk show sometime, and the kind of comments, it was want to know what it is the people drunk with, you know. What were they drinking or what they smoking? The kind of comments.
Tribal behaviors, a tribal thing going on.
You know, Hailey, I think it's too cold up in Canada. Hailey says, hey, Albert, contact Hailey, because I think in Canada too. Hailey says, Anselm, you said there was good Coast Guard, right? Yes. Okay. Where's the outrage by the good Coast Guard, eh? Oh God, man. You asking answers or what? I want to know, which the police, the regiment, the firemen in the history of Trinidad and Tobago have been a whistleblower and done anything against other officers in those organizations in Trinidad and Tobago.
In their wrongdoing, did anybody
In their
step up?
correct. In their wrongdoing. In this country, we have it called the blue wall of silence for the police. I don't know if Hailey might have heard about that. They call it the blue wall of silence here in the United States of America. Right? People don't sell out their own in them places and them. They don't sell out their own.
No, they don't.
But you sell out your own, boy. It's trouble you looking for, boy. What?
And a whistleblower would pop up every once in a while, though.
But Trinidad's supposed to have a whistleblower. Didn't they have a whistleblower law that's in Parliament? A whistleblower? Huh?
Yeah, but there are no whistles to blow.
Hey, Tommy took the words out of my mouth.
They what, Tommy?
There's a shortage of whistles. There's no whistles to blow. There's blowers, but no whistles.
They only have blowers, no whistles.
You know there's a song, I come from a land down under, where the women blow and the men chunder.
That's men at work.
Yeah. Diana, look, Rick finally come from celebrating his birthday, yes?
Hey.
Rick. When was Rick's birthday again?
He was busy learning the pan that the children give him.
The climpan he get? The climpan?
Oh, God, I not me that.
Oh, you know what this? Lana? Lana talk about, I Google that too, Lana. Hold up, let me see something. Now, it says, I Google it too, Lana. It says, how an air bubble helped this man survive underwater for 60 hours. After 2 days trapped in freezing cold water, this was in Warri, Nigeria. After 2 days trapped in freezing cold water and breathing from an air bubble in an upturned tugboat under the ocean, Harrison O'Keefe was sure he was going to die. Then a torchlight pierced the darkness. Ship cook O'Keefe, 29, was on board the Jason 4 tugboat when it capsized on May 26 due to a heavy Atlantic Ocean swells around 30 kilometers off the coast of Nigeria, while stabilizing an oil tanker filling up its Chevron platform. Of the 12 people on board, divers recovered 10 dead bodies, while remaining crew member has not been found. Somehow, O'Keefe survived, breathing inside a 4-foot-high bubble of air as it shrunk in the water, slowly rising from the ceiling of the tiny toilet and adjoining bedroom, where he sought refuge until 2 South African divers eventually rescued him. I was there in the water in total darkness, just thinking it's the end. I kept thinking the water was going to fill up the room, but it did not. O'Keefe said parts of his skin peeling away after days soaking in the salt water. So, there's a lot of thanks for that.
Let me tell you something. We have a history of doing this type of work in our country. There are lots of people in the country capable of responding to an emergency like this if they were notified, if the judgment call was made. Okay? We had no leadership in this thing. There was Minister of National Security. My best friend was missing in action. All right? The Coast Guard was totally useless or had instructions to cover up something. All right?
Gary, the Minister of Energy was there, man. Come on, man.
I thought he was out of the country. When he come, 2 days after?
When he come back.
Okay, but when the incident took place, he wasn't there in the country, right?
But when he flew in, he flew up
Okay, but what I'm saying, at the time of the incident, the Minister of Energy was not in the country, right? But the Minister of National Security was there.
But Gary, you know the Minister of Energy is the acting Minister of National Security.
But I am referring, I know all of this, but what I'm saying to you here, right, is that the Minister of National Security was on the ground. The Minister of Energy was en route. And today we do have the technology to mobilize things regardless of where we are, right? So, I mean, while the Minister of Energy is without excuse, the Minister of National Security was on the ground, the coast. This was an emergency situation, regardless of what jurisdiction it was under. It falls under the jurisdiction of the Minister of National Security because it's an emergency situation and it has engaged the Coast Guard, which the Minister of National Security is fully responsible for. Why didn't he take command and charge and call the shots to get people to do the job and to respond? This is my question. Why didn't he take charge? At what point was he notified? Who is the commander for the Coast Guard? Where is he? We have some questions for him.
Can I give you an advice? Is your partner sending him on a WhatsApp message now? You gonna answer you? You know you gonna answer you.
Well, I am at this point. I'm calling him out publicly, and I'm bringing some questions to thought for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I know they finished wine and jam for the Taster Carnival, so maybe they kind of sober up after the sea bath and everything. So maybe they're thinking right now. So my question is, while the emergency was taking place and all, it was busy having all the Taster Carnival and maybe was a little bit intoxicated, right? But it's a week after now. So maybe, you know what I'm saying? So maybe I got your attention at this point. Why we have a national operation task force that they just shut down sought for. There's a national operation center. To my understanding, maybe I am wrong, but the National Operations Center is supposed to be able to respond to all sorts of emergencies, not just with the police emergencies, but any operation emergency, whether it's land or sea, it should be able to should be structured to respond. And if it's not, I want to know why. And again, I would like to reiterate, I'm willing to do the job free of charge for Trinidad and Tobago and my people, because some people don't seem to get the hell what they're supposed to be doing. And there's no sense of urgency in any emergency situation. I watched from Brett come back up to this, and every time we have an emergency situation, we come up short, we come up lacking, we come up like we don't care, we don't come up like we don't know what we're supposed to be doing. And this is totally unacceptable to me. So I'm calling on the rest of my people that we need to come together, because all of us at one point, our relatives are going to suffer these consequences if we don't step up and improve things. I am asking the members of the listening diaspora outside the country that we need to come together as one people to improve the level of service that we have in the country, because what I'm seeing here now, a dog better than we in any emergency. It's too many repeats. We don't have it together. Don't. And we don't seem to care to have it together. And we don't want no suggestion from nobody. So I am saying, let's put them in a position. I am seeking those outside the country to help put them in a position that they have no choice. They have no choice but to act. Me asking you to join a political party, and I'm not forming any political party. I'm asking you to be a force for your country, to join force in making things better for your country. I am not interested in joining anybody's political party. I ain't looking for no party card, and I ain't looking for no contract. All right? I want things to be better. I have offered myself. I've been in the services of my people when they were in distress, and I'm willing to continue this fight. I'm not looking for money here. I'm not looking for fame. You don't see me putting my face out there. And all the reporters that contact me, I don't put my face out there because I'm not looking for fame. But I will step up when there's the need. And at this point, I see clearly that we don't seem to have the idea what we're supposed to do. With all the resources that the United States provides us with all the trainings, we don't seem to be able to pick up the phone and get things done in this age of technology. In this age of in this technological age, we don't seem to know how to use what we have at our disposal. And it's totally unacceptable for me. Totally unacceptable for me. Go ahead, Diana. Once.
Yeah. Devil have a hand in running the land. That's all I can say.
Devil have a hand?
Yeah.
Well, me and the devil, I intend to fight with the devil because we ain't gonna get along at all.
It's every day something. It's every day. Just the other day, this child died in the beat and burnt to death. Now you have the
Again, you're seeing here again. Our
you
response. We're not prepared to respond.
At
and it's like, who dead?
The bamboo place burned down. They have no water. They can't get access to water to out the fire. Who's running the show? What is really going on in Trinidad and Tobago?
Let me tell you something. I no mood to support no king and queen. We get rid of the queen. Okay?
What is really going on down there? You know?
We get rid of the Queen of England when we fought for independence. So those people better get on the ground and start to walk. Not walk, walk.
And now you want to send children back out to school in nasty, infested, broken down, dilapidated schools. Yeah, but all they find money to build sheep pen to put people into wine. Who it is running the show down there? Why are we not prioritizing things? Huh? That 15 million for carnival was a priority? Yeah, this children going back into these dirty schools. I ain't saying all these schools dirty yet, so you don't go and twist it. But they shouldn't even they shouldn't be no broken down, dilapidated.
Diana, they're all big boys. Okay, down to the smallest man is a big boy. All right? Who you think you're talking to? You talking to me? You can't talk to me, so.
Well, let them go ahead now. Yeah. Let them go ahead.
But the people have to stand up, and I'm reiterating my call for the members of the diaspora. If you care about Trinidad and Tobago, we outside there, but we still have family in there. All right? Even though we live in out there. My children don't need nothing from Trinidad, and neither does Ansem children or Tommy children. Okay? They don't need nothing from Trinidad.
And my dog don't need nothing either.
And Diana dog. Okay?
Right.
We don't need nothing. My children have been made here. They don't need nothing from Trinidad. Nope. Okay, but I'm in this fight. And a lot of you out here, children born here, outside here in the country, here or England or wherever it is, and they don't need nothing from Trinidad. But we do have family there. So I'm asking you to step up.
Trying to make a place better, for later. You know, you're going to leave it the way it is and just do a change. Or you're just going to do an exchange. You're not going to gut the thing for. And while we're on it, it's something I want. Who they letting out these accused murderers? About 400 or 500 of them. Where they going? They got to walk for these people.
Diana, I don't think they're letting out no accused murderers because Diana, if your bill is set at 5 million, will you gain the document to put up for that bill?
Boy, let me tell you something. I see some young fellas, 20 years old, driving $300,000 car with fancy mags and all kind of thing. And they don't look like they could spell the name of the car, but they're driving.
But that could be a lease car, Gary.
Anslem, so
they where them getting money from to put on.
I know I can't afford to buy no $300,000 car.
I will not be buying no $300,000 car if I can afford it. I will buy me some real estates and some stocks and stuff. But anyway, isn't it a plan to go and look at the accused murderers and to see who they could grant bail to? Isn't there something going on there? So when you let out the aren't they looking at
you know what Gary Griffith had a fight with the judiciary, right? He had a fight with the judiciary and the justice system because they're cussing he for the crime, and when he detain the murderers, right? They're going to give them bail and they go out there and kill the witness. Okay? This is what Gary Griffith was dealing with.
So why are you proposing to let I ain't said they're doing it, proposing to let all these people out, even if they let out 10 of them, accused.
But
anyway, let me just, I don't know.
Diana,
I don't know.
If they go to court and they win in court.
Oh, cash bail, okay.
If that's what the court says, everybody have a right. They can take it up. The Attorney General says he's going to take it up to the Privy Council.
All right, winning in court is one thing, but I'm talking about you are arrested and you get bail. You are accused. There's evidence that you killed somebody. Not that there's maybe a possibility or you're suspected. There's evidence that you killed somebody and you get bail, right? And guess what happens?
Mm-hmm.
You go and take out the witness. And that's why a lot of people don't want to come forward. And they're taking out the witness from jail too because they have phone calling the shots. Okay?
Yeah, but
so when all they wanted to cuss up Gary Gifford for fighting with them, this is what was going on. This is what he was dealing with, Tommy.
Look, I'm not disagreeing with you, but what I'm saying is this, that the truth be told, a lot of people who are accused may be innocent. That's why they say you're innocent until proven guilty.
I understand that, but there's a lot. What we're dealing with here is people who were caught with the evidence in their hand, the gun in their hand. They were caught red-handed. Some people.
My belief is that any person caught with a gun should get mandatory jail sentences. There should be no
unlicensed.
Unlicensed gun, that is.
Until the case goes to court, what the commissioner of police at the time was fighting for is to stop the bail so he could process the information. And what we were also trying to get done, I don't know what happened to it, is to get video statement from the witnesses and let the criminals know that the statement is already contained. So they can't go in and taking out the witness ain't gonna do them no good because the evidence is there. Okay, this is one thing we were trying to get done, that to have the video testimony, the testimony of the witness documented, so that, and also let them know that the information is, so that they don't make no plans if they intend to take out the witness. And we seen that. I seen something recently. I think it was a few months ago in Kelly Village there, where they killed somebody in a hotel or something like that. So they are fully organized. They are fully organized to take out the witness. We don't have a proper witness protection also. We don't have a proper system in place to document evidence. And evidence is disappeared from the police station. Okay? Because them have a friend here and a friend there. They have a friend in the court too. In the justice system. That's why Andrea Barrett is dead.
Devil have a hand in running the land.
Yeah.
The innocent young lady didn't know what she really discovered. She just saw something that looked right. Who the hell they trying to fool? Me?
Ali says, Nizam, the people give you some small talk and you're vexed. You should never be a Coast Guard or a job in enforcement. Correct is right. If you in any police or Coast Guard or regiment uniform, and you get small talk and you get vexed, you should never be in that position. Never.
You can vex all you want, but you have no right to start brutalizing people for that.
Nope.
Nadira, condolences on account of your cousin's demise and the
dear. Yes, Nadira. Condolences.
Nadira's cousin.
That's Nadia. I think she's in Nadira's.
Nadira or Nadia? Who's cousins?
Nadira.
Who's your cousins?
One of the divers.
Or one of the divers. Condolences and
Faisal Kurban.
Oh, okay. Condolences to you and your family. No, I understand. In fact, I did put a note in the chat group. There was a young lady who I helped to get an exemption to go back home. Is her relatives also. And I did make a note that they were trying to collect some donations to kind of help with the cost of things. So if you can, somebody with that family, I would recommend or ask that you do your best, whatever you can give to assist.
Gary, that should be the government of Trinidad and Tobago or Paria.
Should be. Up to this point, they didn't do anything, Diana.
That should be the government of Trinidad and Tobago.
The feedback I'm getting, they have not stepped up.
Now is where I'm going to drop the doctor.
And Paria have not stepped up.
Yeah. Keto should be writing a check to cover all their expenses for their going home. Yeah, you Ketos, I said it. You what's his name? Who's the Minister of Energy? Smallpin? He should be writing a check. Imsbert, yeah, you should issue a check to cover all them expenses.
Answer by just send you a picture.
Huh?
Answer by just send you a picture.
Yeah.
Energy is young.
Energy is young.
Well, he's energy / minister of,
So Anderson, we'll do that live. Akira, welcome Akira. Now there's a new person in the chat, right? Andre Murray. Andre say, please don't use your platform to bring down the Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force. This is a serious matter that needs to be addressed.
No, we're not trying to bring them down. We're trying to bring them up.
Step up the game.
We're trying to bring them up.
No, I don't think anybody trying to bring down.
Nobody trying to bring down, but this incident should not have happened. This incident should not have happened at all. So they need to somebody need to check them. If you don't check them, then they'll think the behavior is normal.
Well, let me tell you something. Trinidadians just travel all over the world. Okay.
Well, let me ask a question. Right? Whenever you are trying for people or organizations to do better, why many people say you are trying to bring them down? How can an organization get better with people not trying to help them get better?
So when you yell at your child, right, for misbehaving, you're trying to bring down your child?
Yeah, when I fixed Stormy Wagon, I tried to bring him down too.
I don't get that.
So because we're trying to help fix our country to make it a better place for all, because even though we live out here, we want to go and sit down by our fireside and eat some pilau or some roast baigan and sada roti by the river and be comfortable to do it, right? Without somebody attacking us or shooting us.
So let's say welcome to Andre Murray, right? Andre, how you can help us, right? How do we make, and we're going to go for a quick station identification after this. Andre, how do we make organizations in Trinidad better? What do you believe is the best criteria in order for us to make organizations in Trinidad and Tobago more efficient and better? We're going to go for a quick station identification. It's in the village with the Dark Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. Stick and stay, don't go nowhere. It's in the village with the Dark Triplets. We'll be right back after this short message.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
So just in case, we are back with you. In this country, right, it says in the case of homicide, manslaughter, or murder charges, bail may be denied by the judge, even though there is bail available on the county bail schedule. Right? So a person can be denied bail by a judge. At the end of the day, it's up to the judge.
Yeah, but the previous commissioner, I was trying to explain what the previous commissioner of police was fighting for, is to get these people contained until they could resolve certain issues that could jeopardize the witness or the victims. And this was the battle between him and some lawyers in the country, because some lawyers were just out to make money. All right, crime is business, big business. When a guy selling X amount of drugs and moving X amount of guns, he could hire X amount of lawyers. Okay, and Sam, Trinidad is not the place that you and I know. These guys are big. These small little guys, you think that are small, they are heavily connected. So they got some big lawyers. You'll be surprised to know that they get this cash for bail. You want to know where the hell they get this money from. But they are organized. They are protected within their group. Okay? So don't underestimate them at all.
So Hailey asks, Ansem, how do you determine a good Coast Guard then? I don't know how I determine a good Coast Guard. I'm sure the Coast Guard have their policies to determine who they think are their best Coast Guards. Right? To me, a Coast Guard is not a person who go around brutalizing people.
Nope.
A good Coast Guard.
That's not guarding the coast.
You know what I mean? Coast Guard should never be involved in brutality.
Nope. It's not guarding the coast at all. You take them off base because the guy said something about be careful, a child got murdered. Yeah, it is a fact. A child got shot. Yeah, he did say that.
Be careful
A
you're
baby
pointing your
was
gun at
shot.
me.
Be
You could
careful your
accidentally,
point. Yeah.
you could
Yeah.
accidentally
I don't see anything
set it
wrong with
off.
that.
No.
I don't see anything wrong with that. If you're scared, you can say that.
Yeah, be careful
Quentin
you're
Thomas
pointing that
says,
weapon.
Yeah, keep your gun away from me. I don't have a
yeah.
gun. There's no reason for you to point your gun at me.
Quentin Thomas says, you all don't worry. The Coast Guard, who doesn't do anything, including protecting our borders, going to be busy just now as our leader Rowley is aligning us with communist countries. you know, we Trinidadians are funny, right?
Oh,
Yeah, we got serious things going on in the country, and them out on kicks, right?
We got issues, The Coast Guard don't do anything. When they're trying to stop an illegal boat from coming into Trinidad and Tobago, and it so happened, unfortunately, somebody dies, right? We criticize the Coast Guard. When you get a legal boat coming in, right? And it's like unbelievable. When you get a legal boat coming into Trinidad and Tobago, right?
You rough up the people.
You rough up the people.
Yep. Mistreat them.
Illegal and illegal, same treatment for you. Only make it make sense now.
You know what? I think what we do, Diana, is we will reach out to the commander of the Coast Guard there to get a response on.
They ain't gonna want to talk to me because I don't have patience. I just have to mama guy me and BS me. I go get obnoxious.
Ask them for a statement. No, that's ask for a statement.
Gary, yeah, I don't like nobody mama guy me and bullshit me. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Right. Ask them for a statement. They coming to get no statement. They coming to sugarcoat stuff. And
Was it something that these guys did that warrant this kind of reaction from the Coast Guard?
No. And when you start to sugarcoat, I just get vexed. All right.
Send them it in writing then on behalf of the WZYE.
Yeah, maybe I'll write it, but I ain't calling nobody.
No, not call. I'm saying let's ask for
yeah,
for a
because
response.
when I mash the corn, they just call and tell you that I obnoxious.
Well, listen,
Nizam Muhammad says like all them people in charge drinking water and minding the business.
Exactly. And some might be taking bamboo behind the scene.
Oh.
And eating jelly.
Why all of this? Who make up this song anyway?
I mean, Trinidadians, man. Take
I drinking water and minding my business. A Bajan asked me, Diana, what was this song about? I said, it's a drinking water and minding the business.
Well, I hear that song on a particular talk show, but
drink water and mind your business. Where's your other guests? Are they in yet or no?
I didn't get a response to him, so maybe he may not be coming. I'll have to reschedule him. But because there was some kind of emergency meeting, so.
All right, that's what I just wanted to know.
Yeah, I did give it the best shot, asking him to join us for about 15 minutes, but
But when I think about they saying that these men were alive, it just God answer them, just and the guy was pleading to go back down.
Let's do this.
is Pharaoh still existing? I see the poor resembling an Israelite, not being treated right, enslaved day and night. Oh, we just can't go on this way. We just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. We just can't go on this way. We like the Israelites still in pain. We just can't go on this way. So send us another Moses again. We just can't go on this way. Oh, 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 oh.
It's time Trinidad you learn some sense and stop taking serious things for nonsense and laughing. Anything that takes place in this country, whether it affects the country or we laughing. What's Saranga throwing the same race, hospital and still this in second place and we laughing. We my people coming from heaven knows they walk in the street with the thing exposed and we laughing. Everybody laughing, everybody glad, everybody kicks in the bone, we in Trinidad.
Can't take that. When they want to stop all this humiliation, I can't take that. Wake up in the morning, more frustration, I can't take that. No, ain't taking that soon, ain't taking that. Ain't taking that soon, ain't taking that.
I think there are two ways in which people are controlled. First of all, frighten people, and secondly, demoralize them. An educated, healthy and confident nation is harder to govern. And I think there's an element in the thinking of some people. We don't want people to be educated, healthy and confident because they would get out of control. The top 1% of the world's population own 80% of the world's wealth. It's incredible that people put up with it, but they're poor, they're demoralized, they're frightened, and therefore they think perhaps the safest thing to do is take orders and hope for the best.
We're back with you. It's in the village to the dark Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m. 6 to 9 p.m. Those is just the inspirational things there that we can go over with. You know, we have that just sitting and waiting.
Stormy video. Everybody asking me for him.
Explain a song a very long time ago.
Yep.
And nothing changed. Yeah, nothing can change. No joke.
Just can't go on this way.
Yeah. We just can't go on this way, man. You know, it's sad, man, because it seemed like every week something, you know. Albert Montana said you'll never know the truth from the Coast Guard because they cannot say much to safeguard their job. All right, so folks, Nadira, put closing comments in the chat. Nadira Rose, Hailey. Nadira Rose, Hailey.
Albert.
Who's that?
Albert or who's down
Albert?
there?
Yeah, Albert. Nadira Rose, Albert.
Hailey.
Stephen.
Anyway, I saw Victor Roberts and his team trying to build a little structure for those kids that were in that little shack.
down south.
Yeah, that little shed there.
Sleeping in the trees.
So I will have to find out from him more details
So
on that.
Gary, you were saying something before you went to the break. What were you saying?
I lost that train of thought. Yes, I can't remember what it was.
Sorry. So all right, Nizam, Nadira, Rose, Hailey, Albert, and Stephen, please put closing comments in the chat. So folks, I think what we have to do, I think all you need to go and get the pushback movement and have them have a serious day of prayer for Trinidad and Tobago. A serious day of prayer. And where they have all the different religious denominations come out and say a prayer for the country. All religious denominations, well, let me say most of the religious denominations can come out and say a prayer for the country. That's what I would like to see the pushback movement do.
Well, I mean, seeing the turnout for the Taste of Carnival, I guess we might have to plan differently on how we do things, because you see where the support came out for, right? You didn't see any support come out to fix the country.
Okay.
You see the support come out to wine and jam. So maybe we might have to have a carnival style protest.
Lana, good night. But Gary, let me say this. I kind of understand that after 2 years, that people, right, wanted to ramage and get on bad after they haven't been able to get on bad for 2 years. Now, Raynaih Mohammed just asked a question, was Carnival a success? I don't know. Diana? Tommy?
Yeah.
Gary?
You seen people, I mean, maybe them didn't have, maybe they wasn't suffering. Maybe those people were all taken care of and there was no issue. If you could be so comfortable to run out there and do what you did and have the funds to do it, then you wasn't suffering.
Well, Gary,
maybe the percentage of people that suffering is minimum. I don't know. I don't understand this.
And there's cabin fever too, eh?
You any level of services you go to in the country, and it's not only you cannot blame the government for some aspect of things, because there's an attitude among the civil servants. They don't care to do their job. They give you the run around. So I mean, while the government have a responsibility, I mean, we have a certain amount of responsibility to ourselves and our neighbors and our people. They'll be doing a job, and it's and you become so mighty and powerful that nobody can ask you a question. You give them a run around. You don't care to service them. So I mean, it's very. I mean, you go to the hospital, it's chaos. It's real chaos. I mean, you go there with a nail joke and they have COVID. So it is so many horrible stories. I don't know. I mean, the government is just a small amount of people. What are those in the field, man? I mean, you seem to be so damn wicked to your own people. No, I'm not saying that we don't have good people in the field, but they're hearing so much of horror stories. And there's a lack of respect in an emergency. There's no consideration. No consideration to the other person.
Well, I say the young man that was injured by the members of Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard should not have happened. Should not have happened. I don't care what talk they give. It should not have happened. They were y'all were pre-alerted. They didn't have no guns. If you'd find guns and things on, I guess they would be in custody. And there's all it carried people on the base to beat him. You're a small man. I bet you put on that gun and show me how much fight he could fight. That one that beat up on that poor fella. put down the gun and stand up 2 fists alone and see who could really, really fight. Because you had that gun in your hand, you're a big, your cojones big now, right? Mm-hmm. Put on the gun.
But what happens is that once you get away with it once, you want to get away with it time
But
and
the
again.
politicians allow this. The politicians don't do anything about it. They don't address this. You know?
So Ulrich says, prayers won't help Trinidad. God have to come right now.
Well, he is here.
Nadira says she messaged me about the Coast Guards in the chat. I ain't see it on Nadira. I looked for it in the chat. I didn't see it. But send it again. So
Albert
folks,
Montano says, oh.
No. After we do it. After we do the closing. So folks, Martin Luther King says, the ultimate tragedy is not the oppression and cruelty by the bad people, but the silence over that by the good people. Let me repeat that. The ultimate tragedy is not the oppression and cruelty by the bad people, but by the silence over that by good people. And the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at the times of challenge and controversy. Go ahead, Gary.
I'm just going to say good night, TNT family. Thank you for joining us. And I want to reiterate my invite for members of the listening diaspora outside the country to join us in this fight to make TNT a better place. I would like to encourage those on the ground to take a stand wherever you are and do whatever you can. Doing nothing is not an option. All right? So with that, I would say good night. And please keep us updated on what's taking place in the country.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead, Diana.
Yeah, I just want to say, not to underestimate the power of a mind. Once that mind is made up, the power of that mind, you can start using the power of possibility and you will see changes. And politicians divide mankind into 2 classes, tools and enemies. Tools and enemies. This is Diana Benskin, your beloved poet and your global ambassador of Wiedersehen. I'm a bit tired. I was up all day in school. So good night till we meet again. And thank the guys from the Raynaih from Grenada. I thank you guys for coming on and giving us your story. We will follow up with you to see what the outcome is. Thank you.
Hey, Denise G. I think I know who Denise G is. Denise G. We will give you that song before we go tonight. We just can't go on this way. Eugene, Julian, if you're still there, put closing comments in the chat. Nadia, good night to you as well.
Denise G is Mrs. LeBon.
No, I don't want Mrs. LeBon. She close to Mrs. LeBon. Let's put it that way. Raynaih Muhammad says, we are all one people under the same sun. Peace and love to everyone. Nadira says, it takes more than prayers to get back this country. Nadira, like you agreeing with Ulrich, but we had to try though. We had to try. Hailey said, I don't know what I can say or do or where we go from here. Issues keep getting worse. Nothing is improving. TNT issues frustrate me the worst. We just can't go on this way. You know, it's funny, Diana, Tommy, and and Gary. You know, we made "You Just Can't Go On This Way" the mantra song when we first started this last year. You know, remember that?
Yep.
And it's actually coming to. It is sad, man.
Sure did.
Says, in this blessed country of TNT, let's change our mind. Let's change our mindset, be more positive, and feel proud of our achievements. May God bless us and keep us safe. Albert Montano says, tonight's show was very important because we heard what happened with the seamen and our Coast Guard, and this information enlightens all of us on what transpired. And Albert, that is so important in order for you to get the two sides of the story. Because I can tell you that the Coast Guard side is going to be totally different.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a different side. And we need to get all different sides of the story. And I don't have a problem with that. Nadia says it's not easy thing seeing people's lives just slipping away right in front of your eyes. It's like a bomb just ticking. And Nadia, you are so right there. I ask myself the question, boy. If I am standing there and knowing that my family is under that water and hours are passing by and no one is not trying anything to rescue them, boy, that's hard to deal with, boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's difficult, boy. Difficult.
And you can't do nothing yourself. You can't. You know.
Yeah.
You
It's
can't
sad,
do
man.
nothing.
It's sad. You know, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be.
I often said, right, if any one of my beloved, there are few beloved male members, let me call one, a cousin of mine, David, if it were he that Chauvin had his neck on, back an hour to break out, they're right there and there. I don't care how much gun or whatever, because I was going to pull my cousin from under Chauvin. You understand what I'm saying? That's the kind of person I am. Right? They're going to have to start beating on me with baton, point the gun, wherever. But I was not going to stand there for 9 minutes and let him keep the knee in my cousin there. So I know what she's feeling. I know how she feels. There's nothing you can do. You know?
Yeah, man.
Nothing
You just
can
gotta
do.
sit there and watch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's sad, man. It's sad. And Nadia said she was there. Not a word from Paris. She said she was there. You know what I mean? It is sad, man. It's sad. You know? Them fellas should know.
And they're still eating our food. All them board members, eh?
All of them should go. Every single one of them.
Yep.
Every one of them should be gone. So, folks, we're gonna play 2 songs before we go tonight.
Before you play the song, Aslam,
yeah.
Let me just say this. Tonight, I want to focus on the second agreement. Don't take anything personal.
Oh, okay. I apologize. Sorry. Go ahead.
The second agreement is don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. A pleasant good night to each and everyone.
And here's Rose closing comment. The songwriter wrote, sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Rose, thank you so very kindly. Thank you so much. Yeah, so what we're gonna do tonight, we're gonna play Brother Valentino, and then we're gonna play We Just Can't Go On This Way.
You talk about a place where the people are carefree living. It is such a place of fun loving, spraying and petting. It's the land where people don't care if Ash Wednesday fall on Good Friday. Man, they love the struggle in this happy-go-lucky way. It's Blockorama, Fetorama, and just now is Masorama. So the foreigner come for carnival, and he telling himself after he had a ball. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. It's the foreigner in La Trinity, the people have a carnival mentality. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. They are not serious, very few conscious, so I cannot agree with my own chorus. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. But I hear some people talking about revolution day, changes on the way. They're born in a land, the better parts controlled by the alien. They fill the pockets of Portuguese, Chinese, and Syrians. Trinidadians is who should own land. Now is the time to make the land their possession, for their sense of taste could just trace to all them fancy showcase. So the businessman, he blow their mind, and his dollars, them got to find. Trinidad is nice for men like Sabda, Kupulani, Maraj, and YD Lima. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. Business expanding, more banks they billing, so is the capitalist and them who should sing. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. And like the slave masters want to bring back the whip, and the chorus singing like they on a trip. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. But I hear my sister talking about Revolution Day, fire on the way. They don't know their worth, like they haven't a sense of value. They don't know their rights, even that they cannot argue. 750,000 people cannot get up and do something about the struggle, or to plan for the next holiday, to get their lives away, and forgetting that they own the soil of which their foreparents toil. For the people who form the constitution laws, for the oppressors and foreign investors. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. Amopo and Shell business did went swell, on your oil them foreign parasites dwell. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. Yet the song I sing, like if I hearing the chorus singing, God save the King. Trinidad is nice, Trinidad is a paradise. But I hear my brother talking about Revolution Day, fighting on the way.
night and day. For next to nothing pay, so they can't see the way. We don't enjoy equal facility. Like Pharaoh and company, brainwashing we say we free. We just can't go this way. We just can't go this way. Please deliver us today. We just can't go this way. And to make them oppress us pay. We just can't go this way. So the children could see their way. We just can't go this way. Suffer like this. You said that you will take care of the poor, just like you did in Egypt. When Pharaoh had the Israelites in bondage, you delivered them. But here again, we are in the same khaki pants. We have those modern Pharaohs who oppress the poor, who represents Israel. They confuse us with so much lie. Just come on this way. Not even thinking that we will realize. And if we criticize, we could be ostracized. We don't know who to trust. That's why I say, Lord, please listen to this prayer that comes from the poor. Another Moses again. Oh, we just can't go this way. Please deliver us today. Time to make them oppress us pay. So Used to be everyone could afford to live right, just to feel nice, didn't need no paradise. Now open your eyes, look around, smoke in the city, and what was pretty, crying out for sympathy. So bring back the old time days, bring back them old time ways. I know everything must change, but I still love the old time days. Used to be everyone cared for each other, lived like brothers, respected one another. In times gone by we used to share, together we'd make do. And if I draw a susu, what was mine was yours too. I know them days done pass and gone, and I know that life must carry on. But if I must join in with the pack, then I'm going back, I'm going back, yeah, yeah, back to the old time days, back to them old time ways. I know everything must change, but I still love the old time days. Yes, bring back the old time days, bring back them old time ways. I know everything must change, but I still love the old time.